Dope Boyz, Dope Boyz, Dope Boyz in the building. What's up? What's up? What's up? Dope Boyz, Dope Boyz, Dope Boyz in the building. What's up? What's up? What's up, people? Welcome to the Dope Boyz Podcast. This is episode 11.
Oh, shit.
Really?
Woo, yep, episode 11.
Ponce.
Yeah.
And today we have a very, very special guest. The one, the only, the great and powerful Michael Guerra. Woo!
That's me.
Did I pronounce your last name correct?
Yes. Yes. Guerra.
Or Guerra?
Guerra.
See, I told you.
What about Guerrera? No?
Guerrera is like Guerrero, so it's a little bit different.
okay.
But you can say Guerra.
Guerra.
Yeah,
roll your
or
R's.
Guerra. Yeah.
Welcome to the
Roll
show,
your R's.
my friend. Oh, hold on.
Thank you.
Let me. There we go.
Oh, nice. Oh, thank you. What's a dope boy?
You, my friend.
Oh,
You, me.
I made it in.
Yeah.
Okay.
We all are dope boys. It's funny because we talked about that on our second episode ever, and I don't know. It just sounded cool, and
We spent a long time trying to figure out what to call ourselves.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
We were very
We were texting back and forth, both at work.
coming up with ideas, names.
So okay, then dope boys. It's just
It just sounded
It came
good.
It's just dope. It's dope.
It came from the game.
Oh yeah,
Wasn't
from
that the
his song.
Yeah.
The Dope Boys. The Dope Boys in the building. What's up? The Dope
okay.
Boys.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got a song called Dope Boys, but that was he wanted to say something with the boys, and I was just like, okay, what? It's missing something. So I don't know. We just kind of landed on Dope Boys.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we're kind of goofy, right, Jalen?
Yeah. We're dope.
You're dope?
Sure, we're dope,
Yeah.
or we're dopes.
What did the kids say? You're lit.
We're lit. We're
You're
so
fire.
fire.
Yeah.
We're so. What's the other one?
You're my op. I mean, no, that's not. That's
Dude, I
No,
can't
no,
keep
that's
up.
bad.
not it.
I can't
That's
keep
not
up.
No.
That's sus.
What did the kids say? I'm a teacher, by the
On
way.
game.
So I'm trying to.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right.
So I teach. Yeah. So, yeah, sus. Like if you want to show off, like it's a flex.
Yeah.
Like if you lock in, that means like focus or like watch me cook and.
Where I was at my nephew's baseball game, and one of the coaches told his kid to lock in. I was like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't. Yeah. Yeah. It's
A
not.
grown man telling a kid to lock. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
Lock in.
Yeah,
Like
9-year-old.
He's just trying to relate to, to the kids and
Right,
be a good
right.
coach but it's really dumb. So
What about being a teacher nowadays? How do you feel? Do you feel there's a shift or something going on?
there's a shift with parent involvement where there's even more parents that think that their kids can do no wrong and their kid is always right.
And that's the thing, because I work at a high school too. Security.
yeah.
I do security, and there's no dress code.
Are you allowed to say what high school?
Los Alamitos.
Oh, Los Al. Okay.
Yeah.
There's no dress code.
No, dude. I remember at my school, I couldn't even wear a plain white shirt.
Yeah, you couldn't. Yeah,
And these people,
Sure.
dude, it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. What they're
Yeah,
wearing.
so it's pretty. Yeah, like
There's
I mean,
drugs.
oh yeah, there's no accountability.
No.
I mean, I teach elementary, so these kids are small, but I mean, I just literally on Friday had a kid like literally tell me like shut the F up, and I'm like, okay, you're out of here. I'm like, fuck. You get out of my you get out of my class.
I have an 18-year-old boy, and he's actually going to audition.
Really?
for Haunt. Yeah.
First year
His
of Haunt. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. But and he also says locked in because he's very
Locked
much
in.
into
Okay.
the gym. But I've been homeschooling him for the last 4 years, which is it's hard.
Yes, very hard.
But my grandfather was a teacher at Long Beach Wilson High School back in the 60s and 70s.
Wilson High. Oh, I know what that school is.
Yeah,
they
back
bad?
in like the 60s and 70s. But, I admire you and everything
Oh.
that teachers go through and what you do. But and like my reasons for homeschooling's, my whole reasoning is very because of, personal things. But I can't even imagine what you go through.
It's not for everyone, you know. And this week, but this week was Teacher Appreciation Week.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I told the kids, listen, I need you to pretend that you appreciate me by behaving.
Yeah, they should.
So how did it go during the 6-7 era?
Oh, it was rough. It was rough. So that began literally probably right before haunt season last year. That's when it was. Last summer it was really high. 6-7 was everywhere.
Yeah.
And so I actually went into the school year later last year because I had back surgery.
Oh.
I had 2 artificial discs put in my back because my 2 discs were collapsing.
Oh.
So it's pretty amazing now. Now they don't like fuse your back anymore. They put like artificial parts, kind of what like your knee and your hip does.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
so you kind of get motion back and all that.
Yeah.
And so I came in later. So right when I came in, probably around October, teaching again, the teachers that were, or the staff came they told me, hey, you know, just let you know the 6-7 thing is pretty
Annoying.
it's pretty annoying, and we don't allow them to say that in class.
Oh, good.
So what happened is I heard one of my kids say it in class, and I just kept saying it and saying it and saying it and saying it. And I'm like, oh yeah, 6-7, that's so cool, 6-7. Until like the kids were like, hey, don't say 6-7 in Mr. Guerra's class because you will just keep saying it. So it's like reverse psychology. You know what I'm saying? Reverse psychology.
Yeah.
So it was pretty interesting, but yeah, that's a surgery's not a story, but that was crazy.
We got a
Going
taste.
back then.
We got a taste of the 6-7 in the Goring zone, and it was annoying.
It was annoying.
Oh yeah,
Put it nicely.
yeah. In fact, the last time I saw you was at Knott.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him at buffet, and I was with my girlfriend, now my fiance.
That's right.
And so,
Congratulations.
oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Congrats.
Thank you. She said yes, and I was like, really?
Oh yeah.
Really, me?
Me? Are you sure? She's like, yeah.
6-7.
6-7. Yeah. I think the joke I tell people is like, when I proposed, she kind of looked around. I was like, well, there's no one else here. So serious. But I was with my fiance, and John comes up to us, and we're in chicken dinner, and he comes up to us, and his, I mean, I'm trying to mimic his voice, but he's like, hey, what are you doing here? And I'm like, hey, man.
With a smile.
And he's like, hi.
My gold tooth.
And he's like, hey. He's like, yeah, with his like Irish, like, it's like, what are you guys eating here? Salad? Oh, you wimps. And I'm like, okay. And I'm laughing. And he pulls out, and John pulls out this like ticket book, and he's like, I'm going to give you a ticket right here. Yeah. I'm like, okay. And he's like, for Ghost Town, Jersey. Because I was wearing my Ghost Town jersey at the time. Yeah. And he said, and I'm like, and I responded, I was like, oh, I thought you were going to say Ghost Town Jerk. And then he kind of looked at me, and he writes, Ghost Town Jerk. You're being a Ghost Town Jerk. Here's your ticket. And I still have the ticket I didn't bring it with me, but I still have it. So that was the last time I saw him.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was the first time I met him like like in front of me, because I'd always seen I seen like him as his character. I think I saw him one year, maybe I passed by him, but yeah, I knew who he was, but finally like out of costume, like seeing him, like that was the first time I meeting him.
Actually, I think we met at Matthew's birthday party.
Matthew
Yes.
Lindblad?
Milk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, snap, dude.
I think we were talking
you were
with
there?
I was there, and we were talking with with Gary Spaz.
Oh, Gary.
And I was talking to Gary, and Gary's like, hey, Mike, come here. You got to meet this guy. His name's John. He's going to audition for Streets this year. And I'm like, oh, what's up, John? And like, I was just listening.
Oh, damn, I forgot about that.
I didn't have, I'm trying, now it's like coming back to me. I didn't have any,
Wow.
I think at that time, that was like my third year on Streets. So I think you like humbly asked like, hey, like, what do you, like what tips do you have for like on Streets and all that? And I didn't feel obligated to like say anything because I'm like I've only been on streets for 3 years, so I just was listening to Gary just give him tips, and it was cool because I was like, oh, I could use that this year, I could use that, whatever, and it was really cool. And then he was on streets, and I was like, oh, he made it.
I made it.
He made it.
Sure did make it. And Gary, man, what a guy, dude. That guy. That's the way he laughs.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, fucking Gary, man. I love that guy. He was giving a lot of advice as well, and just like a history of Haunt, and like his stories are crazy. Like, have you met Gary?
No,
dude,
I've not.
It's a treat, dude.
I don't even know what it looks like.
Dude, spaz. Does he have long hair?
He still has long hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we show you a picture, it'll be like, okay, yeah, that looks like a Gary spaz.
It looks like a spaz.
Dude, his energy is just off the charts, dude.
Insane. Isn't he like a rocket scientist or something like that?
Yeah, he's like a really smart guy.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. He's
Yeah, he's a legend, dude.
Yeah.
You should bring him into one of your classrooms.
Oh my gosh.
Can you imagine, dude? I don't think they'd be able to handle that.
I was thinking about bringing like some like Haunt people. Obviously not in costume, but just to be like, hey, Mr. Guerra has some friends he wants to introduce to the class. These are all people that are scares at Knott's Scary Farm, and all the kids know what Knott's Scary Farm is.
Yeah.
And they all lie and say, oh yeah, I've been there before, which is BS because they can never. Yeah.
Elementary kids.
Yeah.
That.
They're like, I've been there. Yeah, I was there last year. I'm like, oh really? But it didn't. They'd have to be like fingerprinted, and then they'd have to like go through like a background check, and it's a lot, so.
You'd be surprised though. We see some groups where they're just alone, and like we're looking for the parent. We're like, where's the parent?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't there a policy?
Yeah, we're like, are we enforcing that? But then the parent will be kind of at a distance laughing or something, and they're kind of acting up.
Yeah.
It's always the parents that are acting up, not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mike Begg's death, he had a strong opinion that he didn't like this chaperone policy because he liked the craziness of the people. And I'm like, okay, that makes a lot of sense.
I kind of agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah,
kind of makes it crazy.
Everybody takes it a different way.
And there wasn't like that many nights of low crowds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it helped.
Yeah. We had, I remember before the pandemic, during 2019, like there'd be like riots. Yeah. You remember those? Like it was crazy.
Heard of them.
And they had to like shut down like part of the street zones and all that to get people off. But those were the heydays, man.
Crazy, dude. What was your like beginning year of Haunt?
2019.
Really?
Yeah. So I was lucky enough to audition, and I got Streets my first year.
Wow.
2019.
Nice.
Yeah. Got Ghost Town.
Ghost Town right away?
Ghost Town right away.
That was the year I took off.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where did you take off to?
The military.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What branch?
Army.
You need 4 years.
6.
6. Oh man. Are you still
No. That
Okay.
was done.
Man.
It's done. Yeah.
Wait, so you worked Haunt and then you left?
So I did 2017, 2018, and then 2019 I got home in August. So
yeah.
I applied, and then like I was trying to go to the depths, and I was waiting for a position, and they had millions of positions open for the depths, but they just kept saying like, oh no, there's nothing.
Oh my gosh.
And then they were telling other people that I said no, but I was still waiting for a phone call.
Yeah. What years? Where were you at? 2017, 18.
17, I was Pumpkin Eater,
Oh, cool.
and then 18, I was Dark and Titties.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah,
And are you doing it this year?
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and then it's been Goring since
Oh, nice. Okay.
2021.
What year would this be for you in
Nice.
Goring?
In Goring?
Yeah, year what?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You opened Goring.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, you're part of the. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
That's
You're
awesome.
still there, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, one of the last remaining.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
If they take me back, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
Man.
a solid 6 years, dude. That's
That is.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You opened that, you saw it like put together from the beginning. That's, man.
Yep. Everything they had planned out for it.
Kind of change of the guard. Pretty sure.
Yeah, we saw that last year. We saw the new people coming in, and not that we weren't trying to like, be a part of them, but just naturally they just all kind of clicked with each other,
Right.
and then
Right.
we kind of felt like we were kind of off to the side a little bit,
Yeah.
but not not because we were like, oh, let's fuck them. Nothing like that. It was just like, it was natural. Like they were just, because they all came, they were all
Together.
fresh, new, together, and they were all on the same energy level. And not that we weren't energized or anything, but they were just all new, and they were excited to be there. And so,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes, though. I mean,
change of the guard.
they find their own.
I was
people.
curious if makeup's like that too. Sorry, I know you had a question.
No.
Like change of the guard. Like, do you feel is that happened in like the makeup room too? Where like new.
So I came in 2022, and so I've been there 4 years. This was right. 22, 3, 4.
Yes, well,
or
it'll be
3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
2, 3,
4. Yeah. So this will be your. Yeah.
So actually last season was the first season where we had a lot of new artists, and there were, there's a big shift in the room and a lot of great changes, and I have to be very careful, what.
sure about that? Sure about that, bro?
Yeah, I mean,
sure about
there's
that?
always
I'm
going
just
to be
playing.
changes. I think we all kind of get not stuck, but we get comfortable with what we're used to.
Yeah.
And then, newness comes in and we all have to adjust to it.
There you go. Adjust. That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, we have
an
to
adjustment.
adjust to it. And sometimes and I also think with companies, I mean, there was also the switching of Knotts and Six Flags, coming in. So there's just adjustments everywhere that were being made. And also for makeup, we had something new called Meet the Creep last season. So, and I was in pre-scare last season as well. So, I mean, everything was new for me. I was in early, but it was great because I also was doing John's makeup again, and I loved it because he was in pre-scare.
What a
But
hottie with the body.
He is. But, so we had a lot of makeups in pre-scare, and then we had Meet the Creep.
Okay.
And then, so our schedules are all over the place, and then we have the talent coming in for the evening. So yeah, there's always going to be changes with makeup, and you have to absolutely be positive and accommodating to all of it.
Yeah.
And you cannot come in with any egos or you will be out. You will be.
nice.
Interesting. Okay. It's which is kind of crazy because I feel like for the characters, yes, but I feel like it's so. I mean, your break rooms, depending on where you are, like you have space to kind of spread out. So if you are like, if you do have an ego, like people can like separate themselves, a little bit. But I feel like in the makeup room, like you're just.
Oh yeah, you're stuck in that room.
Yeah, you just
With each
all
other.
together. I mean.
Oh, we're together. We're looking at each other. And we're,
next to you guys are
we're like next to each other.
your guys' butts are
staring at-
together, like back to back.
Literally.
Yeah.
And then sometimes, we have 2 makeups at once. So my 20 years of makeup has been primarily beauty. So
Okay.
I get a lot of goring. And so I
for
had
me.
this, except for Dalen, he's waiting for the day that I get.
Dalen's been patiently waiting.
He has been
Wow.
patiently waiting for me to do his makeup. I get a lot of cigar girls. So last year I had Morgan and I had
Okay.
Coral, and I had them at once. So I had 2 cigar girls in 20 minutes.
Jeez.
So I was back and forth. And I know the camera can't see me right now, but
Yeah.
I was back and forth.
Like this.
And I ended
Like
up
a conductor.
pretty much 20 minutes in and out. And
Jeez.
I just remember, someone coming up to me saying, "Are you breathing?" I'm like, "No." You don't breathe. You do it.
You don't breathe in the
You don't
makeup
breathe.
room.
You
Come
do
on.
it and you get
Can't
them
breathe
out.
that stuff that's coming out of that
Come
thing.
on,
Oh no, you
sister.
can't.
No.
Dude, that's
But
it has a
actually-
distinct smell.
It does.
And I
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think, you probably get
Hate
high
it.
off of it. But going back, and I know, again, no one can see me in the camera, but I have my hand raised. I was
this.
going to ask you a question.
Yes.
You going back, you made Streets your first year.
Yes.
Did you go in with your original character as the grandpa, and how did you come up with that character?
So I auditioned as I went in and I was sitting in the room and I kept hearing people coming out saying like, man, I got in a maze. I wanted streets. I'm like, okay. And they kept saying that, and people would ask, well, like, what did you ask them for? They're like, oh, I specifically asked to be in Carnival or they didn't have Goring back then, but you know, Forsaken or Ghost Town, or The Hollow at the time. And so I was like, okay, well, I want to get streets. I mean, I'd love to get streets. If not, then, you know, so be it. So I went with the mentality of, I'm just going to tell them I want to be on any street position and see where that lands me instead of being specific, you know? Yes. So I went in and did, you know, the Gargoyle Ballerina thing that they asked you to do at the time. They did 2019, you know.
What was it?
It was a Gargoyle Ballerina.
What the fuck you do for that?
Exactly. So, and then, you know, so
stand
like,
still and on your tippy toes?
you know, yeah. So, you know, like a crazy clown, like salesman, and, you know, all this stuff. And then, they asked me, they're like, okay, like, where would you want to be this year? I said, well, any street position. And they said, okay, give us a scarecrow. So I thought I'd act like a scarecrow, or thought I'd, whatever that looked like. I think I just like started squawking and walking around.
A crow.
Yeah, like a crow. And then they're like, okay, how about a werewolf? And I said, okay. So I started acting like a werewolf and crawling on the floor. And then they said, okay, stop. We want you to be a werewolf in Ghost Town. I'm like, oh, okay. So I was a werewolf for 2 years in Ghost Town. And in my third year, I auditioned, and I was actually going to be a werewolf again, but they said, you know, we would like you to be a Ghost Town minor character. I was like, oh, okay. And so I had no idea what I wanted to do. So I reached out to my buddy Jesse. He actually lives next to me, close to, he lives like right off 605 freeway, which is kind of where I live. And so I just said, hey man, can you make me a mask? And he's like, yeah, of what? And I said, I have no idea, but I'm going to be a minor this year. And he's like, okay. And so he sent me a picture. He said, what about like a mask with a beard?
Dude.
I'm like, okay, that seems really cool. And he was kind of basing it off of, he said, he's like, you know, like Pirates of the Caribbean, there's that bearded pirate that throws dynamite and all that stuff. And he's like, maybe you could do something with that. I'm like, oh, okay, that's really cool. So he made that mask for me.
Oh, that's really nice.
And I almost brought it today just to like bring it.
Gosh,
I forgot.
That would be cool. That would
So
be
I know. So I totally forgot to bring it, but I'd have to go to my garage in my haunt box and go through stuff.
An amazing mask. If you guys have seen it, dude, that's that I was like, who is this guy? Who is like? It
I
looked,
thought you were an actual old man.
Yeah.
dude. No, for real.
Some other people did too.
Yeah, dude.
Some other people were like, "Oh my gosh, I need to apologize." I'm like, "Why?" They're like, "I thought you were really old." I'm like, "Oh no, I'm just playing the part."
Well, shout out to your friend for making
Jeez.
that.
Oh
that
yeah,
mask is
shout out for
beautiful.
Jesse. And he even gave him like some of my. I went to Walmart and bought like some old jeans, and I found an old dress shirt, an old vest, and he like dirtied it up for me and all that. He did so many
Even
cool
the
things.
The costume.
The costume was kind of his idea too.
That guy's
So,
badass. Wait,
which-
isn't that the guy who was the ghost writer?
He's Ghost Rider. Oh, yeah. Dude. He was the rat.
That guy's so creative.
You need to have him on.
Dude, I would love to.
He
have
lives
him
close.
Wait, he's the
Yeah?
what? He's the.
He was a Ghost Rider with the chest, the fiery chest thing.
remember?
That's him.
Oh,
Jesse, yeah, that's
my
Jesse.
gosh! Yeah, you
Yes.
definitely need to
Yeah,
have him
so
on.
sick.
He works for Immortal Masks right now.
Oh, so
no.
that's his
Oh.
Works
job.
there.
Then he does the stuff on the side.
He does stuff on the side. Right now, he's getting pretty booked right now with masks because people
Wow.
are like saying, "Hey, I want to audition for this."
yeah,
and
of
then,
course.
And then once they like tell you what you are, then he's gonna be booked probably till Haunt. So
Really?
What
But he,
a neat thing to do.
yeah, but he does it in his garage. You go in there; it's a little garage. You sit down. They do all the mask and everything, and or like the what is it called? The prosthetic and all that. And so my first werewolf mask was I had it. He didn't make it; someone else did.
He has a
But
copy of your like your face.
he does. He still does.
So if he wants to create something different, he'll probably.
Yeah, I think he said that they can keep the prosthetic cast for 5 years.
Oh, like the mold.
The mold for 5 years, and he said typically every 5 years your face kind of changes structure a little bit. So then they do
I
another.
didn't even think about that.
Yeah, and I was like, that I could see that, you know.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so he has probably, I don't know where he keeps them all, but he has a whole bunch of them. But yeah, it was kind of his idea of the ghost town miner creepy grandpa thing.
That's a really
Amazing.
neat backstory.
Yeah.
What were some of your favorite scares as that character?
I had a scare partner named David. He was a vampire, and we used to always team up. And we used to really, I loved making fun of people.
Oh, you sound like Dalen.
Yeah. Oh, it was great.
That
Just
guy
like
right there.
we used to yell at people and be like, "Show me your boo hole." And people are like, "What? What's a boo hole?" Ew. Or like stuff just like, have you seen, like, we're looking for a calico corn dog. And people are like, ugh, what's that? But we used to, we loved scaring in buffet.
Yeah.
I think, on streets is where it's at, but I think character-wise for the miner, we loved buffet and just scaring people in there and literally like acting like street monsters in like CDR, and we would just try to get kicked out, and we never did. But we made people, I don't know who the witch, and I saw what's the clown, I forget his name, with the rollerblades.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Toe Jam.
You know what you're talking
I just
about.
know his street name, or his SWAT
yeah.
name. And so I went up to them and the witch, and I was just like, how you guys liking it? He's like, it's cool. And I'm like, man, I was telling him the stuff we used to do, and I'm thinking, I'm like, oh my gosh, like we used to make people like chug their beer and make people
that's my favorite.
we made a couple of guys like chug like Tabasco sauce,
Oh
and
my
like
God.
would like tell people to stand up on the chair and yell like, I'm an idiot, like stuff like that. I'm like,
Those were the days.
yeah,
Those were the days. Not
can't
my
do that
days.
anymore.
Nope.
But
Dalen would bring it back.
yeah, just
I'll bring it back.
as the character, I just loved Nate. Thank you,
Nate.
Yes, we have our own fact checker here, which
Yes.
is really helpful.
We have our own
Sorry,
Jamie.
Nate. I should know your name.
Yeah, but I just loved scaring people and then making fun of them that I scared them.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Dude, last year, once the clowns started coming in, like it was just pure chaos. Like it was just like it was loud. And then
Into CDR.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with the clowns, and then at one point we had Doug come in. Doug, dude, once he was there, oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, I used
It
to
got
come in with Doug.
really loud,
Yeah.
dude.
And Rachel too, the goat.
The goat, oh, dude, like it got.
Yeah.
There's a few people, like once you see them coming, you're like, okay, time to go on my break. They got this because they're so loud, dude.
So we had 2021. They had, I don't know why they asked him, but they had Lucio come in. He was his hostile character.
Oh,
shit.
shit.
And so, so
Shout out to Lucio.
So he needs to be in this podcast too. 'Cause
Oh,
he
yeah.
has so they asked him, and I was there. Pasta came up to him and said, and Kyle, they're like, the higher ups want you to go into CDR for buffet, and Lucio said, I don't think that'd be a good idea. and Pasta and Kyle, they just said, we know, and we told them. But and in other words, it was like, we want you to get kicked out of CDR, so we know, so they know that what we're saying is true.
Right.
And so they sent me and my scare partner David with Lucio into CDR, and that guy went crazy.
Oh my
He went
gosh.
insane. He got kicked out. He started throwing the chairs, putting the chairs on top of the area.
He's amazing.
Yeah, it's and he went way he went way past the skateboarder in CDR. Like we're where the I don't even know. I guess CDRs, but kind of where the bathroom is, right where before it goes down the ramp, where that's like the non-buffet area. He would like go down there.
Oh shit!
And like the kids would be screaming, and he'd be like throwing stuff and like throwing food and like napkins and like, oh my gosh! And so the next, so this was like Thursday, right? So Friday comes along, and Pasta goes up to him and says like something along the lines of, I think he told me Pasta or Kyle went up to him and said, they heard what you did in CDR. Now they want you to go in a hotel.
Oh my God.
And so we went in a hotel with them, and he started started throwing food and started like hitting his head against like the
oh my gosh.
are they called like sneeze covers or whatever they're called, like the food covers that you open up?
The little
Sneeze guard, right?
Yeah.
I just learned that, sneeze guard. And so you'd hit his head against that, and he would like there was a piano there, and he'd bang his head against the piano. And it was crazy. And so
I can see that.
Yeah, and so so I think now they're more strategic on like who goes in and who doesn't.
They know where the limits are at now.
Yeah. I don't know how I got on that tangent, but
It's okay.
Somebody said,
he probably
I love
held
it.
character so well through all that too, though, knowing him.
Dude, I loved him as his
yeah.
clown character. I mean, his clown character alone was like
The scariest
amazing.
looking clown ever.
yeah.
He really is
but
amazing.
he had like a different one year. I think the first year he had like different personalities. So he would like, you talk like a little boy, talk like this. You tell my friend why I said hi. He would do that, and like, dude, it was so funny because I was like watching him when he would come backstage, because I'd be on break on Instagram watching videos of him doing his thing. So I was like kind of fangirling out a little bit, because then I would see him walking right by and I'd be like,
It's him. It's him. It's him.
but yeah, but then I started slowly like saying hi to him, and then we became friends. But it was great.
His first year as because we also did buffet together too, as him and his clown character, and he was obviously a little bit more calm. But one time he turned around, he's like, "Hey Mike, look at my head," and he turned around, and it was a heart on the back of his head. But he was, they put dots in the heart. I don't know if you know where I'm going with this.
Yes.
And so he would bend his head down forward and look like a ball sack. And he would put his head against his leg and swing his head, and he'd just be like, sack, and just wave his head back and forth. And we're like, what are you doing?
Dude, I think he posted that picture or video or something, but yeah.
And he went to Kyle, and he's like, they painted he's like, Kyle, they painted and he can be pretty quiet. He's like, Kyle, they painted a ball sack on my head. And Kyle's like, turn around. And he turned around, and Kyle's like, get out of here. Like, oh my gosh. And so,
oh man,
that guy, man.
Speaking of fans, did you have any fan girls or fan boys or fans in general?
There was a couple. Okay, there was a time this past year I was with Ross. Or no, I'm sorry, 2 years ago I was with Ross the Owl.
Ross.
Ross.
H-O-V-K. Finger.
Yeah, exactly. And I told him when I was on his podcast, I'm like, man, you should change the bumper to say, grandpa. and then he's like, that'd be really funny. But I guess he changed it to something else. But
Yeah.
I was with him, and this girl came up to us, and she's like, hey, can I perform on you? I'm just going to say
Perform
that.
what?
Yeah, right. And we're like,
what?
Yeah, we're just like, huh? and
Don't say Michael. She knows his wife. Don't say it.
And so no, it was addressed to me.
Okay.
It was,
Yeah,
and Kyle's. Yeah, I mean, Ross is just looking like in his owl, like who? And we're like, what? And then literally just like, could we just go find a corner? And I'm like,
Wild.
and I'm like. Grandpa voice. I'm like, excuse me, like, what'd you say? And then we didn't know, but she was a lesbian, and her girlfriend came in. It's like, there you are. Where the F have you been? We're leaving. And she grabbed her and walked away. And Ross and I were like, what the hell just happened? Like, oh my gosh, like that's never
not lesbian.
that's right. That's never happened to me on streets. I was just like, whoa, like
That's crazy.
but never like I think character wise, Ghost Town, it's nice because you could just keep moving and moving along. Where like Goring, I mean, it's
Small.
It's small and
compact.
It's compact, and
Yeah.
like if I just feel like if something goes down, like you really need to be good character wise to get out of there.
Oh, yeah.
Ghost Town, you can slip away.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
like
when Garrett was on, I was asking him, I said, what is something that you guys go through that the guests don't necessarily know because they're just there like enjoying it and seeing, you guys as monsters, and they're, buying drinks and taking their pictures. But that's like a perfect example. They would never know, like, you guys are like, asking to like, can we perform on you?
yeah, it's just like whoa.
I mean, like, but I'm sure there's I've
Yeah.
been out there just watching John do his thing and seeing, drunk ladies like, dance on him, and
Yeah.
he's just standing there doing his thing, and then he'll walk away, and then they'll just follow him. And I mean, there's so much stuff you guys go through.
One
Yeah.
year I had this, my first year on streets, I had this girl who was giving me the eyes. I was in front of the blind tiger.
Can you show us how the eyes look? Oh, the hairy eyeball.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then out of nowhere, she's like, "Hi, I saw you yesterday." I was like, "Oh crap, here we go. I already know where this is going." She said, "Okay." I was like, "So?" I was like, "And what?" I'm in character, right? And then she's like, "Well, just want to let you know, like, I'm of age."
Okay. So meaning
Meaning, no. That's all I heard was no, run.
oh wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
there are some really kinky chicks that are really
it all comes out there.
It does.
Yeah.
All the
comes out
freaks
there.
come out.
and they like when people are dressed in costumes. There's
Yeah.
those people.
There's a freaky thing about that.
And
Some people love clowns a lot.
yeah. And I mean, you put alcohol in. I don't drink, but
Yeah.
you put alcohol into that, and that
Yeah.
just does things too. I heard someone make a theory. It's like, it was like 2021, one of our like orientation nights, and they had a Q&A with security, and the security just said, we're having. Just as we're having issues with, guest behavior and this and that. And then someone kind of stood up and just said, why don't you just stop serving alcohol? And everyone's just like,
Solution.
I mean, yeah. And then it's like, Knott's makes a lot of money and blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, but I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
That's the way to make money.
Money,
put
abuse.
Yeah.
6,
Money
7.
abuse, yeah. I mean, and then you have kinky girls in there, and it's just like,
Kinky girls,
You know
kinky
what I've
guys.
noticed is it's a lot of the
Yeah.
ones that are with their boyfriends.
Oh,
The
yeah.
boyfriends.
Yeah.
Like
That's
I
weird.
remember I was in Pumpkin Eater, and there was this couple, and they,
what did they do?
they went through there, and they were going up to the women in there, and he was having his girlfriend go and like, or no, sorry, the girlfriend was having her boyfriend go and touch the women.
Oh.
And like he was shoving up the girls up against the wall, and
Oh my gosh.
yeah, and she was like loving it. Like that was, yeah, fucking weird, dude. But you know what I mean?
There's blackout.
Who knows? They were never there.
Maybe not that maze they weren't there.
No one is ever there. No,
But but I mean, it's, you have to have thick skin, and it's a big, I took it as a big lifelong, like, you learn a lot about life, and you learn a lot about yourself.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like how you react to stress, and how you react to being super tired, and how you react to really, really tough situations. And you definitely learn real fast that you are not in control of everything.
Yeah.
And that was really hard for me, because I'm just like, I'm going to chase that guest down because they pushed me, or they punched or whatever. And, and like sometimes like you can't, like you can chase the guest, but like
We had one
you
time.
can't, sometimes security's not there around to catch up or whatnot.
Right.
So we can't.
And
do
yeah,
that.
yeah. And you just gotta hope that there was a person that was going around in our zone spraying everyone with aerosol,
Oh, jeez.
and they just moving on to the
Aerosol.
next. Yeah, they got in aerosol somehow. And
they took it from someone's haunt box.
oh no, they brought that shit in.
They did?
They came straight from Western, walked through our zone, and was spraying people with it. And then they went on to Carnival. And then they're just fucking doing it all night, apparently.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy. But I mean, you learn a lot about yourself, you know. Definitely, you know, I did 5 years and that was learned a lot.
5 years in Ghost Town?
5 years in Ghost Town.
You miss it, right?
I do. I miss it. I don't miss being tired. I miss scaring, but just
Everything else.
I mean, coming home and going to sleep and then waking up and like being a teacher, like that's hard. It's really hard.
Yeah, you gotta like
Almost as hard, almost as difficult as being a parent. Not as difficult, but it's up. I mean, with teaching, we don't take the kids home.
Right.
So it's great, which is awesome. But
Yep.
I mean,
hopefully you don't.
yeah. I mean, so yeah, I don't want
Lindsay did.
Yeah. There you go. He did literally homeschool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was hard.
Yeah. It's
Working and then going home and being mom and
being mom. Yeah.
teaching.
Yeah. It's hard. So I knew, I was like, you know what? I think, and my, I was getting back surgery too. So I knew that, that was kind of the next thing for me and that I would kind of just step aside and,
What happened with your back, if you don't mind me
yeah.
asking?
So I had 2 artificial discs put in my back, and they go through the front of around your stomach, and they put them in through your spine's right. I had 2 surgeons. There was a vascular surgeon that was there, and they moved your stomach to the side, and then there's which is kind of crazy, but your stomach's squishy, and so they can move it.
Yeah.
And then there's a main artery vein that's in front of your spine, and you need a vascular surgeon to move that out of the way.
Wow.
And so once that's out of the way, then the spine surgeon comes and puts these artificial parts in that you can move, they can move. And I got my height back, you know, but I had sciatica really bad, and I had back pain that was really, really tough. And I just knew I didn't want to get fused. And that was a huge fight with insurance too. I think you were talking about insurance. Was it one of your
well, I had brain surgery, so
Yeah.
like I totally understand what you're talking about, and insurance, and then just being like pushed back and saying no, waiting for
They don't want to
authorization.
pay for anything.
Well, waiting for authorizations and waiting for it's awful.
I remember like that episode, and I think when you said like, the insurance denied when it's something, my heart sank because I was like, that's exactly what I mean. Getting denied 3 times,
That's
and then
fucking crazy.
and then telling, I think they wanted me to see that after looking at my MRIs, they kind of just said, we want you to see I think it was like a brain specialist so we can see if the pain that you're feeling is in your brain and not.
Wow.
You're like, what?
What?
So basically, you're
Bunch of
crazy.
bastards.
Yeah. So they just. I mean, I had another doctor who actually he prepared me. I had to go through a doctor once I got approved. I went to my surgeon doctor's doctor, which if that makes sense, the doctor's
It
doctor.
does, yeah.
So I went there and I told him, hey, I come from Dr. Kropp's office. He's like, oh yeah, he's one of my patients, and I have a lot of doctors who are my patients, and I'm just seeing if you're physically fit to have surgery. And he said, and of course he said, you're good to go, like you'll do fine. And then he just said, yeah, my son had the same surgery that you did, but he got denied twice. He's like, could you believe the son of a doctor being denied surgery? And he made this statement. He's just like, he's like, I can write down my son wants to have like a 6th finger sewn on his hand, and they'll deny it. Obviously they'll deny it, but they'll like not even look at what he wrote, like what you write, and they'll just not even question it. They'll just be like, oh yeah, I deny. Like we're not even gonna like I want kittens and ponies like sewn into my leg or whatever, and they'll just be like, oh yeah, denied. Like, and then later they'll be like, wait, what did he say? Like they don't even look at it. Like, so anyways, so I knew that was happening, and that was time wise, I just knew that I think 5 years is good for me, and just teaching careers and all that. I just knew that I wanted to just pursue teaching better and just do other things, you know.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a cast lead.
Oh.
Last year I wanted to do it, but I had my surgery. And then this year, I'm getting married like right after haunt season. So it's really, really cutting it short. So I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
Let's see what next year looks like.
Yeah.
You know,
More important stuff.
definitely more important stuff. So, so I told Kyle, I was like, hey man, hopefully I could work with you one day, you know, but I'm getting married this year and see what next year looks like.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But
did you stop Ghost Town because of the back?
I stopped it not just because of my back. I stopped just because of school and teaching.
Okay.
It was just a lot.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like everything at once.
Everything at once.
Yeah,
I think
that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I think physically, I think my back was kind of like telling me like, hey, let's like do something different. You know, I wasn't sliding or doing anything like that, but I just knew. I mean, if I could probably go back on streets and do fine and be physically fine. You know, I mean, I don't slide. I don't need to slide.
Yeah.
You know, so I could probably just go back and do it. But I think just like the timing of it is just really, really, it's tough.
Yeah.
Being, you know, being a scare actor. Where,
Yeah, no, it is.
Especially when you're trying to like just, you know, maintain a
yeah.
healthy life.
Yeah, exactly. And I know like cast leads have different hours and this and that.
Yeah.
So that's something that, you know, if that time comes, maybe we can work in my
when
schedule.
you're hit with a neurological issue like that,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have to heal. I don't know what your healing process was like,
Mm-hmm.
but that kind of makes you reflect and like, okay, I need to prioritize
Yeah.
some things a little differently.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm 10 months post operation. So June's going to be my full year.
Oh, nice.
So I'm feeling,
Congratulations.
Yeah. So-
I know that first year feeling.
yeah. So it's funny cause my surgeon's like, you know, like, you know, you're going to definitely feel your body's going to go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down for the first 12 months.
Shit.
So once 12 months passes, then things start settling down and like you feel good and, you know.
So how have you been feeling?
So I'm been feeling pretty good. Right now I'm a little sore, but nothing a Tylenol can't fix, you know. And I mean, they give you really crazy painkillers,
Yes,
which
they
you
do.
probably, I don't know
Yes,
if you've
they
ever
do.
experienced that,
Yeah.
but
1,000 milligram.
yeah, I mean like Oxy and all
Yeah.
that, which not gonna lie, but when I took that, I was like, this feels amazing.
They're
Like,
so amazing.
no.
That's
I
what,
was
yeah.
like, I could see how this can go down a slippery slope. Like, cause this is
No,
like,
yeah.
but you know, I just took it when I needed it, and I took it whenever I'd either take a nap or go to bed, cause it just makes you feel groggy, you know, and, but I feel good, you know, it's amazing what they could do with like, with the spine now and technology and, they could, you know, doctors can make you move and get your motion back again, you
crazy.
know, with low back issues, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, dude, I that's always in the back of my mind every haunt season, every new season. It's
oh
like,
yeah.
is this the last one? Is this, you know,
You never know.
Yeah. But I mean, physically, I mean, even like throughout the years, like my back's been pretty fine, but I mean, you just go through so much like pain.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like week after week 2, like icy hot patches and Band-Aids and, you know, hot tubbing. And it's almost like you're like some type of like semi-pro athlete that's
Yeah,
out there. And you're just,
yeah.
you know, you're trying to,
LeBron James over here.
rehabilitate your knee, and you're just trying to like,
that is true.
you know, you're just trying to just like, I mean, we must be crazy. You know?
We are crazy, dude.
Must be crazy.
Everyone
You have to be to
there is
work this.
crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, so how do you so now being away from that, obviously,
Yeah.
are you the type of person that needs to like kind of feed the creative bug in you? Because obviously you are creative because you did a character and
Yeah.
you were not doing it. So I guess like for me, like you know, I have my day job, but then I have to like I got to do art, I got to do theater, something. I got to do acting because that's my plug, right? Do you have that same thing? Or
Yeah. So I play the viola, which is like a fat violin, pretty much. And so I
That's
play.
cool.
The Whittier actually has a symphony orchestra, and that they perform at Whittier High School, and so I play there sometimes. play at my church sometimes. So that's also really nice too. Just play guitar and then I teach kids. I teach kids music. So like that's kind of my outlet. It's kind of.
Oh, dude, that's so cool. I had no idea.
Yeah. I teach music. So. So my kids. So I teach. So my kids, every grade comes to my class. So from TK 4-year-olds all the way to 5th grade to 10-year-olds. I think that they're the who's who at the zoo. You know? So yeah. So yeah, but I think I do miss just like the energy outlet of scaring.
Yeah.
You know, because it's just a high that no one can experience.
Yep.
And I mean I've never scared at any other place, so I don't know if Knott's is one of the only places that has that high, just because of like the people and the surroundings and just the freedom and just like the high caliber of like scares there.
Yeah.
You know, like that it just can't be matched.
Dude, there's nothing like it. In my opinion, there's no job like Knott's. Like as a scare actor, like I've had many jobs. I've had all sorts of like jobs, and I've never been in anything like that until I got to Knott's.
Yeah. I mean, I think it like, so side story, we found my dad's old, like his old camcorder video cassette clips. And so I took it to a place and they digitalized it. It was like 54 hours of like footage.
Oh, shit.
And my dad has like, there's a couple videos that are like an hour long of just like, it says like 1993, like Halloween. So I'm like, oh, cool. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, wow, like we really, like my family, we really liked Halloween, you know. In fact, I remember seeing my older brother being a scare actor across the street from my house. One of our neighbors, he had all these old classic cars in his like yard that he would work on. And so every Halloween he would like make it look like a car crash, and his sons and my brother every year would scare in their front yard and give candy. So cool. I remember being little and being scared to death, like looking across the street, you know, just like looking through the window. And I'm like, and my brother and I were just like freaking out, like, oh, look at that. Like, oh, I think that's my brother Eddie, you know, and just looking at them like, man, that'd be so cool to do one day. Yeah. And so I was able to do it, you know, and this was years ago. And every time I put on that mask, I'd put on that mask and put on those knee pads and go out, think of me being a little boy watching like those, you know, those guys, high school guys, which I thought they were a lot older, just scare, you know, and scare the crap out of like the neighborhood kids. And, you know, you never know if like there's other little kids, little boys, little girls looking up to us, you know, scaring.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, so there's nothing like you said, there's nothing like scaring, and there's nothing like, like doing it and people kind of just appreciating what you do. And get paid for it. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, getting paid.
Yeah.
I mean, not a lot, but you know, you're getting paid.
Yeah. Hey. But I have to say, for those who make it, they couldn't do it without their makeup artist. So there we go.
Thank you.
You know? Which I was going to say, there was one episode, where it was just makeup artists here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Mar, Lindsay, and Chantel.
I don't think I've ever heard an episode where it was just behind the scenes makeup people like that. And I was like, man, you guys should just do a month of just
makeup artists.
Yeah.
Really? I've never hosted before. And then just having Mar and Chantel on with me, like I was so nervous in the beginning. I'm like, hello. Like
that was because just the stories you guys have. I'm like, wow, you don't think about that. No. Like, I don't know, like March Madness makeup month. Just makeup.
I'll do it.
I don't know.
I would love
Monster
that.
Makers. I would love to do that again.
March Monster Makers.
M.
Yeah.
There was
Triple
so
M's.
much that we kept wanting to talk about as well. And then we're like, oh, wait, we need to, like, should we? No. But there's so much that goes on behind the scenes, too. And what's really neat is during our makeups, they will have schools like theater groups come in and watch us do makeup.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Those are the people
And
we see.
so it's
Cerritos
really
College.
neat.
Shout out Cerritos.
And then
That's
I
where
think
I'm
there's
from.
Okay.
and there's other schools as well that will come in, and it's interesting because I remember when I was 15 going. For me, it was going to the MAC Cosmetics counter. You
Okay.
know, and I just remember watching. I'll never forget her name though. Her name was Dana. She worked at MAC at Macy's Westminster, which is no longer there. It's so sad. But she did my makeup for me for free. I mean, and this was this was back in, gosh,
90s?
I'm 39, so do the math.
2000s or 90s?
90s.
Early 2000s,
Probably
probably.
early 2000s,
Maybe.
2001,
Oh yeah.
probably. Yeah, 2001.
Yeah.
But I just remember walking out of there thinking, I want to be a makeup artist. First, it was beauty. I just wanted to focus on beauty. And then what's really funny is when I went to makeup school in LA, we had a beauty course and then we had our special effects course. And I liked it, but I wasn't in love with it. And when I went to Knott's, I actually was supposed to work at MAC as a freelance artist, and I turned down the job to go to my audition for Knott's to be a makeup artist. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go to my audition. It was the last day.
Okay.
And Denise said, yeah, come on in. I have one more day open. You can audition. And then I got it. And then I ended up meeting.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I've been there for, the
Dario.
last 4 seasons, and I'm so grateful. But it was also after my brain surgery, so I had to learn, my fine motor skills and all of that.
Yeah.
But, it's very interesting, and that's where I ended up just thinking, oh gosh, it's all special effects. But no, I can bring beauty and horror into it.
Yeah.
And then I've learned so much from all these amazing makeup artists. There's so many talented artists there. So many.
As a non-makeup artist person, I would think that the foundations of there's some things that coincide that are like the foundations of something makeup wise still has to be done.
Yeah.
Either in beauty or in special. I don't know if I'm correct or not, but
No, absolutely. Absolutely. And even like right now, like after 20 years of doing makeup, I'm still learning. I mean, I had an event last week or on Thursday. I don't know what day it is. And I was in Santa Monica. I really don't. I don't know
It's
what
all
day
a
it is.
big blur
I
now.
know.
It is. But, and
happy early Mother's Day, by the way.
Oh,
That's so sweet of
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead. I had it.
No, I appreciate that. But I got a compliment that my, beauty makeup was actually really like finesse just over like the last year that this other makeup artist had seen me. And she's a very well-known artist in the industry. Like she works on American Idol and
Oh, wow.
she's like very, very well-known. And so I'm like, wow, like I'm still learning. Like we're still learning. All of us, all artists are still learning, no matter how long you're in the industry for. But as scare actors, what do you think now? Like for me as an artist, I know why I keep coming back. You guys know why you keep coming back. My big question that just hit me with this conversation is why do you think the guests keep coming back? Like the same guests.
They're a bunch of freaks.
They want to get freaky.
Oh yeah.
Besides the freak.
They want to perform to
Besides the performing
They want to do
of-
things in the shadows.
Besides
the old man.
Besides
grandpas.
the of-age performing freaks.
We're such boys. Sorry.
That's okay. I
We're
love the boys.
We're 16-year-old
I love the Dope
dudes
Boys.
here.
I'm actually 13 and a half.
Oh, wow.
Remember Garrett said he's 80 inches all around or something?
Is that what he said?
Well, he
Oh,
said
what a-
people
all
ask
around.
how tall
What
I
a
am. He's like, I'm
dork.
80 inches. Remember?
Yeah. I remember someone walked by and was like, oh my gosh, he's 8 feet tall. What?
Might as well be shit.
know.
They're fucking tiny
I
over here.
know. Oh gosh. I feel like there's just like an originality
Yeah.
that people are comfortable with. And it's kind of like this, like it's Knott's feels kind of old school and just kind of like nostalgic of people, for people,
But also, like, you can't find any of those interactions anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like you can't go to Horror Nights and find Roaring 20s interactions.
Yeah, you can't.
You know what I mean? It's just
No.
it's a whole different. You can't go in a maze anywhere else and find monsters chasing you out of the maze. You know what I mean? Like it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I think. Who said it? Was it John Aspirin? He said one time that Knott's is a place where it's not like a place where people are coming in fearful for their lives. They know that when they come in, they're gonna leave safely. It's a fantasy place. Like you come in, they're in this playground that we've set up or that we're playing in, and we're trying to get them to play with us.
Right.
And they
just like
know
something you would say too.
Yeah, and they know that they're going to go home safely. And I think them knowing that, they're like, okay, like I can be part of this, and I could.
Yes.
And I think money price wise, I mean.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we're great for best bang for the buck.
Best bang for the buck.
And we feel more homemade. Like we're like a home cooked meal.
Yeah.
And everyone else is just McDonald's.
Yes. Very true. Yeah.
And you know that feeling that you were just talking about right now? I just had a flashback of my first year walking through, I think it was 93 or 96. I walked through the gauntlet. And I remember feeling dangerous. Like it felt like
Wow.
it felt like if you said the wrong thing to a monster, you were gonna get decked in the mouth or something. Dude, I remember feeling intimidated.
Yeah.
Like I better watch what I say because they could do it and actually get away with it.
Yeah.
Because there was fog and darkness.
I mean, at one point for sure.
no, dude, there was a time
Yes,
at Haunt where
yes.
it was that.
Yeah,
It was that culture.
Yeah.
And I remember feeling I remember when I would go, like I wouldn't really mess with the monsters. I would always have respect. But there was that feeling like they could get away with this. Like I felt like don't cross them,
Yeah, I mean, dude, there was one time we were walking like the back way, or fucking what is it called, Western,
Yeah.
and it was like probably 2011 or something like that, and the clowns used to change, I guess, somewhere by the train tracks, and like through the gate you can see them through the fence,
Right.
and so naturally you're looking at them like, oh hey guys, you know what I mean?
They're changing.
Yeah, and this one of the clowns looks at us and is like, "What the fuck you looking at, bitches?" I was like, "What the fuck?" I'm like 10 years old, dude. But yeah, it was just
that type of attitude and energy.
Mom,
Yep.
that clown cussed at me.
Yeah. My dad was like, "What the fuck you say to me?" She's like, "You heard me, motherfucker."
They're like, it's like two like pit bulls at a freaking at a fence, just like at it.
Yeah, but it was
great.
just it was just good times.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of miss that energy.
I miss that, man.
Yeah.
I kind of miss it. I feel like I think Ryan from Ryan who he was with us in Goring. He kind of says like that was like the last of the golden years, like 2013 type of. I think he cut it off at 2013.
2014, I think it was.
2014,
Yeah, 2014
2013,
or something like that. Yeah.
The last of those golden years of where you could get away with stuff, and then cell phones became a big thing after that.
I was thinking, wasn't Dietz like was he talking about one time, like them having haunt monsters help security, and like when people, I think when either him or someone was talking about gauntlet monsters being asked to help with security.
Oh, patrolling the perimeter because some of them would
People will hop over on
Yes.
beach and La Palma.
Yeah.
Right? Dude, can you
Border patrol or something like that they would call it.
Can you imagine if they gave the go ahead for like monsters to be part of security?
Dude.
That would be fun.
Imagine these two guys be like, hey, Day and John, you guys are gonna help with security. So
Dude,
you guys,
That'd be amazing.
so you're gonna take care. We're gonna give you some classes on how to tackle
Brother,
someone.
I don't need classes.
And how to.
He doesn't. I think Dalen would like just chase everyone out.
I'm in.
You're out.
He would.
Hire me right now. I'll
That'd be
do it right now.
that'd be brutal. That'd be amazing though.
Come here, you.
It's like
Different times.
it's like oh man, it's
different
like
breed of kids, you know?
Yeah.
it's like at a wedding, you're just hiding like the Mongol bike club to do security. That's literally what
Hells
it,
Angels over here.
yeah, hell yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and some of these monsters are huge. You know, they're like big guys. They're young. They're athletic, and it's like, oh, dude, it's just a nightmare.
Like Gary,
energy.
He's 8 feet tall.
Exactly.
80
8 foot tall
inches,
Garrett.
all of them.
Yeah,
Everywhere.
So before I forget, there was a year. It was the end of 2022. I was around with Garrett, who you just had in the podcast. Around with Garrett, in front of Birdcage, and it was the last night of Haunt, and my scary partner David and I were just gonna walk off, and then we see all these people around Garrett. So I'm like, let's just go check it out. What's going on? And some little chola chick, if you know what I'm talking about. I think you got some little cholas in your family.
Oh, yes,
I mean, so do I.
knows.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Every Mexican does.
Yeah. And this little itty bitty thing grabs two hands, grabs his hammer, and like Garrett like lifts up the hammer, and like you could see her feet like dangling.
What the hell, eh? What the hell?
She's like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "What the man?" Blah blah blah. And then this other dude jumps on Garrett's back.
Oh my!
And then that's when I came in, and I was like, "Get off him!" Be like, "Get off him!" Like, whoa. And so we got these guys off of Garrett, and Garrett just stands up. She's just like, "What the hell was that?" You know? And then I was so worried that security would come and just be like, "Oh yeah, we're just gonna let him go," like whatever. Blah, blah. But they came and they didn't see it obviously, but they saw they experienced the behavior of them, and they're just like, and because they were cussing out security guards and this and that, so they kind of just were like, "Yeah, you're done." And so that's my Garrett story. Jeez. And so that last night we left, we went and we had to spend probably an extra 30 minutes before we can leave because we had our signed paperwork and this and that, and that was.
What do they call them?
Incident reports. Incident reports.
We had to do one of those.
But it was like a cartoon. I just remember just Garrett like lifting up his hammer and then like these like two little like Mexican feet running in the air. What is going on here?
Little Cortezes.
Yeah.
Little Nike Cortez.
Yo, Fat Farms, bro. You remember those two?
Fat Farms. Dang.
Get them at Mervin's, bro.
Oh, I miss Mervin's.
That's dirty.
Oh, Mervin's, dude.
That's dirty.
There's one right by my house.
Dirty.
Shoot, man.
Mervin's.
But yeah, that's my Garrett story. I mean, gosh.
Dude, that's a great story.
Oh,
yeah. We haven't had anything major like that in Goring, have we, Dalen? Like a major thing go down yet?
Yeah, you guys did last year.
Really? I don't know.
Really?
I can't remember most of it.
Out.
Wait, who snuck out?
Huh?
Remember the lady sneaking out?
Oh.
The one that came after
The lady
me.
that went after
Dalen.
him?
Michael Myers?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, but that was backstage.
Wait,
though.
there's a chick that looked like Michael
it
Myers?
was a
Oh, no.
backstage story. It wasn't
Might
a
as
guest.
well. She might as well been Michael Myers
no.
herself.
You have to hear this story. It is hilarious
Okay,
the way
so
that
all right.
Dalen says it. It is hilarious.
Let me paint the picture.
Can we talk about this?
We did on the last podcast.
Okay, all right.
Or like
well,
a few
whatever.
podcasts. I don't know when.
I say we do it and we put it as an extra for people to pay for. Sorry, go ahead.
Yes. On OnlyFans. No.
Dalen's
Feet
feet.
Finder.
Dalen's feet.
We were talking about that earlier too.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me paint the picture, okay?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
It's a dark night. It's a very cold night.
Compared to a warm, bright night.
Yes.
Sorry.
Which is in the zone, basically. So we're backstage at Lakeside, right? And so he has this big ass chair. Crickets.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what that is. That's what we think.
Squeaky wheel.
So he has this big chair and his big ass hot box. And I stand, and there's like a little gap between it. So I always stand. I either sit on the hot box or I stand in between it. And
Okay.
and we talk. So he's
We're on our break. We are
he's
on our
his
break.
break, and I just came back from makeup or something like that.
Okay.
And so, in Lakes, so like we're at where the bathrooms are. The bathrooms, and then we're in front of that on the wall right there. So to our left is, well, I guess our right is like the exit to go towards Carnival, and the left is the other way.
Yes.
So out of nowhere, dude, like literally you can't, it's just pitch black. So out of the darkness, dude, that's why I said it's a dark night. So out of the darkness, this fucking old lady comes charging with her knife in hand, like Michael Myers, bro. And she's speed walking at the same range as Michael Myers would. Like, you know, like how they're running, like they're as fast as they can, and he's just like right behind them, just walking, you know? That's what it looked like. And so she fucking comes in and just charges at him like this. And he goes, hey!
Yeah.
And so I'm standing there like,
Whoa.
just the way it looked, I was like, oh, like they know each other and it's like something they do, right?
Yeah.
But then he's also never told me about this fucking woman comes out with a knife, you know what I mean? So I'm sitting there like trying to process this as it's going on right next to me. And so he goes, whoa, like this. And he kind of looks frightened. So I'm like, okay, maybe this isn't right. So then she goes,
HR, where are you?
she goes, I don't want to hurt you. I want to kill you. And then
Michael's face.
poof, she's gone. And dude, she's like an old ass woman, like 70s, 6'7". But she disappears. She's just fucking gone. And we're sitting there like, bless you. We're like, what the fuck just happened?
Okay. Let's back up a little bit.
Okay.
So, because even the dog's freaking out too.
She's always freaking out.
So was this person also a monster?
She was in the cinema slasher. She was slashy.
Yeah, she was a monster. Yeah.
Slashy?
Yeah.
The little
We don't know what she was.
Wait.
Well,
the
actually,
pop.
I think she was the popcorn.
the popcorn.
Think she was the popcorn.
We
We're not
think.
sure.
We don't
So
know.
she was tiny.
No, not really.
I feel like she was a tiny. I mean,
She
compared
was
to me,
like,
she was a
compared
tiny
to, she
woman.
was like 5'5",
She
5'6".
she was old,
Old
looking.
woman. She looked crazy.
blonde hair.
White.
Yeah, kind of blondish,
White.
white. Yeah.
Oh, he knows.
You know who it is?
I think
Yeah.
I do. I don't want to say it.
Yeah.
But I think I do.
She
Maybe
would
out
talk,
there.
Yeah, she would talk to people everywhere, like just randomly, like just start talking. And I actually knew her from another previous maze. But we hadn't talked like in forever. And she just came out of the darkness one day.
But
and
like, I
just,
don't even think she knew, like, even if she knew you, she didn't know it was you. And she just fucking just saw the first person, was like,
she didn't say hi.
I'm
Like,
I want to kill you.
like, hey, how you been?
Well,
Yeah.
I think
Nothing.
Who says that?
But
Her.
I think what
Michael Myers.
But I think the problem
Michaela Myers.
was that there was that incident, and then when you had to do the report, this is why.
Okay,
I
so this
brought
is what
it
happened.
up.
So this
yeah.
is what happened.
Whoa.
I wasn't
there
going to
was-
say anything. I was just like,
And I was like, no, fuck that. Like, who?
Dalen was
This is
pushing
Dalen.
it.
Yeah, this is
Dalen was
Dalen.
pushing it, and then he got me thinking. I'm like, yeah, what if this happens to somebody
Because
else?
he was like, he's like, you
I
know,
could see that.
He's like, you know, like, I mean, I didn't know her from like this maze like 5-6 years ago.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? But like, and then I was like, yeah, but who does, like, that's not normal, bro. Like,
Yeah, I'm
that's-
on my break.
And also, she didn't look normal. She didn't look like a normal person. And like, brother, like, you know what I mean?
It was so bizarre.
And but the
so
thing,
bizarre.
the thing that, so I had told one of my buddies in the zone, and he's like, oh, actually, no. Before I even did that, I see her walking through the zone with the knife in hand, just in her whatever she was wearing underneath the costume,
Which could be
Okay.
frightening to guess.
and she walked straight into Cordy's corner, and was just walking around with the fucking knife. And I was like, she's not right.
yeah, something was off. Like she was unhinged.
You know what I mean? So, oh, good.
Was this person was this person probably in oh gosh, what was that vampire maze with the bloodline?
Oh, bloodline.
Maybe.
Not sure.
She was.
Was she maybe in bloodline?
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm gonna text
Maybe.
I'm gonna text John and be like,
Maybe.
So as I see,
you could text me.
send me a picture of her actually.
And then like
So
that's insane. Sorry.
have you
Oh,
ever,
the story's not even over yet. Wait till the end.
So I told my buddy about it in the zone, and he's like, because I saw her and I was like, dude, just fucking lady, she just charged the door, and now she's walking through Cordy's corner, scaring the fucking people in there.
Oh.
And so he's like, yeah. Oh, he's like, oh, like I reported her the first week because she was in the zone with the knife, doing the same thing, coming after
my
us
gosh.
and the guests. And so she got her knife taken away, and I guess they gave it back to her. So
Or maybe she took it. Who knows? I mean,
She took it back.
So I started like telling the people who need to know,
Yeah,
just to
yeah,
see what they
yeah.
want to do, you know, because
Yeah.
it's not necessarily like, I mean, I guess the charging thing is kind of concerning, but like the part where she's like, I don't want to hurt you, I just want to kill you.
it just didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like,
That was like a
what?
little concerning, and that's what they thought that was concerning.
Yeah, you can't
And
talk
so-
to employees like that.
Right. And so
No.
we had to do a report, and then as I give the iPad to them and they walk right in the office, she goes running back into the dark, like out of the darkness, back into the darkness the other way.
What?
And but like, dude, like, so I get up and I look.
They were
around.
looking for her already because there was
They
a
were
bunch of
looking for
yellow
her.
shirts like around us
Yes.
already, and then
She was
then they
running.
She
left.
was on the run, dude.
Yes.
But like the kicker is like what she was wearing, right?
Yeah.
She-
and then she's like this.
All black, right?
No. So it looked like she was okay. Hold on. So I turned around the corner to see like where she was going.
Yeah.
And dude, she was running like this. Like, dude, I thought dude, not like,
Oh my
like I said
gosh,
before,
David.
like I don't want to be mean, but she looked like she was escaping the asylum.
She's like she had a bad hip.
No, like
Like
well,
she,
maybe.
I feel like all lunch ladies have like a bad hip. So if a lunch lady were to run,
Yeah, it's like,
oh my god!
but she's also wearing like a gown, like looking thing, like it looked like she was a patient.
oh
You know? And yeah, so then they were looking for her and they couldn't find her.
Well, and then didn't one of you say, "Wait,
my
there
God.
she goes"?
That was then.
So you were like, that's her.
You know, I was like, oh, there she goes, right? No, Dario.
Power
It was
walking.
Dario.
I was like,
Dario
oh my
was
God,
like,
there she goes.
and then she just
And she's like headed towards
out of the park, or
yeah,
out of the break room.
out of the break room.
Yeah.
And she never came back.
We never saw her.
Well,
again.
John, we have a surprise for you. Come on.
You are not the father.
dude, I went into like
That'd be great.
Oh, that was great.
I went into like jujitsu mode. I put my
Whoa,
legs
no.
on, like manage the distance, manage the damage here, because dude, I don't know what. It was just so out of like what.
Sponsored by Gracie Jiu-Jitsu.
That's right.
Wow.
And that's
Whoa.
something that guests won't know that you guys go through.
So
And just before that, so I walk from the makeup, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm coming through, and then I think I had actually. So that was my first break year lunch. That's when that happened. So, my first break, or whatever the fuck. So when I was gonna go out there, for the very first time,
Yeah.
you know, this clown was walking out to go to
Okay.
Carnival. Okay.
Okay.
And this dude from Room 13 walks around, big ass dude with the knife again, and he fucking lunged at her with the fucking knife.
What?
And he went, ah! And she went, oh, what the fuck? And then I was sitting there, I was like, this motherfucker better not do it to me.
Oh.
And then he walks by me, already in the break room, and fucking, ah! And I was like, dude, we're on fucking break. You're not in the maze. You know what I mean? Put the knife down.
Yeah. Stop.
What the fuck? And then that happened.
Yeah.
So it was just fucking like, what the fuck is going on in this place?
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, so.
I had a random thought. I don't know why, but I was thinking of the knife, and I was thinking of Rachel, the goat, sheep with the knife.
yeah.
We had my flat. I don't kind of change the subject, not really, but we had a ghost town like petting zoo.
What?
That would happen,
That is funny.
and I don't know why I thought about this now, but for some reason I did. But and it would actually happen a couple years where they would go to all the animals in Ghost Town would go in by the stable where like Kmart is, and by the stable there's like this like square, and it's weird. It's like outside the building, and it's just like fence that it's locked. But
Yeah.
you could. But every year, like our cast lead would open up this like little like fence square stable thing, and like all the monsters would go in there, or the animal monsters would go in there, and myself and my scare partner, we would tell people like, hey, there's a come like see our ghost town exotic like petting zoo, like you know, and I think we even would say like the animals will touch you, like it's like a
The animals will feed you.
yeah. So I'm just thinking like, you know, we definitely would have gotten in trouble with that written down,
Oh,
but
yeah,
maybe
for
not
sure.
as crazy as the Michelle Myers lady.
yeah.
But I mean, yeah, the exotic petting zoo where you get touched.
I like that. They should bring it back.
And speaking of, who was it that said like, oh no, when you say like the couples get dude, the guys were like, yeah,
of course.
And the ladies were like, no. I was like, yeah, sounds good to me.
Oh my god!
So they would go and like, they'd go to be like, what the heck is that?
I don't want to get touched now.
And they would go to the animals like the pigs and be like, so are you gonna touch me? And they're like, no.
Oh my gosh! Speaking of getting touched, I was I did Trapped for my first year of Haunt. I was in Trapped and
jealous.
Wait, what room were you in?
I was in the puzzle room.
Okay.
It was like the plexiglass room where you had to like push the thing and there's like a flashing light. And I would I had cougars like give me a little smack in the butt.
Not the animal.
Not the
It was not that petting zoo.
And we were allowed to grab people.
You were allowed to grab.
Yeah, we were allowed to grab people.
Obviously not like you got grabbed.
Yeah, no, I got grabbed and I didn't feel
See, that's weird? Not fair. Sorry, go ahead. Different time 2012 no, but I was like, man, like I don't even like naturally I didn't want to grab anyone. I was just like, why I don't know where you've been.
So even though having that power and that freedom, and then later it kind of got a few of us in trouble because once we settled in, we're like, okay. And then, it leaves you open to accusations. So
yes,
as much as we all as monsters wish we can do that, once you actually have that power, you're like, and the cussing too, we were able to cuss and
oh man,
at people.
Oh wow.
I wish they'd bring it back.
Get in their face and but
have you ever gone in trouble?
Yeah. I got C-filed for 3 years.
Really?
Yeah, I got in an incident with a fellow coworker in the maze. Yeah. But it was bad. But I mean, it wasn't like a fist fight, but it was like pushing.
Oh yeah.
So, but he initiated, and then I returned the favor. Yeah, and that's what I shouldn't have reacted, but
yeah.
And after the whole thing was done, I felt so stupid. I was like, this is stupid. Like, what am I doing? You know what I mean? Once you actually get to do that, and at the end of it, you're like, you're not happy because now you can't be here, and now you got to go, and and then I had to like sit it out for 3 years and watch all my friends move on to bigger and better things, and I was just like on the bench sitting it out, and I couldn't come back. So
yeah. Did you ever get in trouble?
No. Knock on wood.
Yeah. I never got caught.
You did things, but you never got caught.
Oh yeah.
What did I get in trouble for?
Scaring a kid.
I didn't get in trouble for
that.
No, so it's just
how dare you scare a kid?
What happened was they had the Nobu necklaces on.
Oh.
And so they were behind. It was this mom and her like 5-year-old kid
awesome.
and her 5-year-old kid. They were behind this group of teenagers who were like 6 foot something.
Yeah.
So I didn't see where the fuck I didn't notice they were there. And so I scared the group, and I guess I got them as well. And her kid started crying. And so I didn't notice them, and so I just kept walking, and then I just heard this fucking lady yelling at me, like calling me a bitch and shit, you fucking asshole. And I look back, and I'm like, who's this person talking to? And she's looking at me, and she's like, you motherfucker, like we're wearing the necklace.
You see this? See this?
We're wearing the necklace.
West Side
it's
blue
also
necklace.
Mind you, it's not
West
even
Side.
on.
Yeah.
But
it's like, what are you doing, lady?
What's your problem, man?
See the Black Widow right here?
I paid $25 for this.
Black Widow, that's my street name. What's your street name? Nobu? It's like, what?
Yeah, dude. So
she did it.
So she waited.
Our fact checker, she was right.
See, but I didn't get in trouble though, because like,
did you get talked to?
I did, but this the lady, it's because she had to, because the lady literally, the lady waited 30 minutes for the
protocol
fucking scary to come from ghost town, or not ghost town, like the back area, all the way over, and whatever she was dealing with over there, she waited 30 to 45 minutes.
Oh wow!
For her, just to tell her that, like I was gonna get in trouble because I didn't know you were fucking there. So she's like, I just have to tell you this. I know you didn't do it, but just these people. So I had the privilege of scaring with like Chopper and like Naaman and like all these like old school guys like their last year, and
the Nobu necklace came out during their last year.
Oh.
So what they did and what I decided to do is when there was a group of people and let's say one person was wearing a Nobu necklace, we would scare the closest person to them as hard and as aggressive as we could. And we would just scare them. And then, of course, the person with the Nobu necklace would be like, you're not supposed to. I was scaring her.
Yeah.
I wasn't scaring you.
Yeah, you weren't even there.
Yeah, I was, I was even looking at you.
I didn't even see
now
you.
I'm looking at
Your
you.
lights aren't on.
Yeah.
Both lights aren't on.
Yeah, we had that year was fun, that 50th year, because we would even
That was a good
theme.
year.
We had like my scare partner and I, we would scare like, okay, let's go scare people with like boo necklaces, but just like the person next to them, like I was just saying.
Yeah.
Or we would scare like people with beer. That was our theme night. Or theme night scare like people with food. Or we had like abuelita night, like grandma night, where we just scare grandmas. That was pretty fun, Or a wheelchair night, like we call it Meals on Wheels. Like we'd scare people, One time we scared someone, and we scared someone. They were in a wheelchair, and they got so. I'm not kidding you. They got so scared that they stood up and they ran. And
Dude, you fucking healed them.
and we're like,
It was like the Passion of Christ, when he healed the blind people.
hallelujah. I was like, oh, praise the Lord.
Crazy.
And like we're like, what the heck was that? Like,
Yeah.
Dude, you fucking cured them, dude.
yeah, I was scared of that. I mean, we
Hey.
should tell people.
You need to walk again.
Yeah.
Come to Not Scary From. We
Yeah.
got you.
We know you're a
Meals
believer.
on Wheels.
It's like we know you're a believer, but are you a believer? Yeah. You and your
You will be.
Justin Bieber shirt. Scare people and tell them, tell people in wheelchairs start running.
Yeah.
We're down like, can you do this? Start dancing. Like, what the? We were terrible. Gosh. There was one. So you need Chopper on here too. I'm promoting people.
We'll bring 'em all on.
Chopper needs to go on. Naaman needs to come on. We scared someone during the 50th. Chopper did. This guy was by the gun shop in Ghost Town. This kid, and Chopper scared him, and he ran like on the porch of like the gun shop, and then Trey scared him. Trey's like I don't even know what he is. He's like a dead deer thing.
Yeah.
He's probably listening to this. Is like, that's not what I am. Sorry, dude. I know I scared at them for
I'm an
5
ox.
I scared at them for 5 years. I have no idea what you were, but you were great. And
I'm
he
a
scared
doe.
him. Yeah. Sorry, but scared him, and then this kid like jumped over again, and then I scared this kid, and this kid did like the old school like Power Rangers cartoon like 360 flip, and we're like, and Chopper and I were like, whoa, and we're chasing this kid down like, wait, stop, we want to talk to you.
It was probably Brad.
And
My
we're
son.
like, "Hey, we've never seen that before.
You want a job?
Like what? It's like in like Power Rangers when they do like the they're morphing, and then they do the flip. And
Morphin'
we're like,
time.
Yeah, morphin'. It's like, oh my gosh. Yeah, but yes,
Probably was Brad.
yeah, scaring. Yeah,
Terrifying
or like
as far as
or like the interaction lights that we used to have. That
Oh yeah.
we used to we should tell people that they were like fake interactions. Like, say they would go like, "Oh, stand here at this wall," and like nothing would happen. They'd just be like this, like trying to like,
trying to tap it or
sorry,
activate it.
dog. Sorry, they're trying to like tap it or whatever. Or we would tell people. My scare partner and I, we would go to Kmart, and there's a place where there's actually light switches, and we would tell people to go up to this like lantern thing, and I would turn on the light, and my scare partner would pop up and like scare them.
great.
Oh, you a-holes! Like, what the? It was great. Yeah, but the fake like the fake like VIP mazes, like the line starts here,
Yes.
and like yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that was great. Fake lanterns.
Yes.
Interaction.
Yes.
Were there any in Goring?
Yeah,
Any
we actually.
lantern?
Yeah, we actually have.
We have one
yeah,
last year.
Lord,
We got one last year.
Oh,
Yeah,
what was it?
They put in the newsstand.
Yeah.
So it was like
that's right.
some
Okay.
screen, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Speaking of scares, And now, Ghost Stories with the Dope Boyz.
Remember that show?
Unsolved Mysteries.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Unsolved Mysteries. That song used to scare the crap out of me.
Oh yeah.
That show. But do you have anything of a supernatural story that maybe that's happened to you or to happen to a friend, or I mean, do you believe in that stuff?
So obviously I'm a Christian. I believe that stuff is real.
Yeah.
Like
Hey,
there's
me
some people,
too.
there's some people that don't think it's real, but it's freaking real.
It's 100%
You know,
real.
I was talking about last, like it's because they haven't experienced anything.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's real. I had I remember in the summer, I have cousins that live in Sacramento, and they I remember we went up and we're visiting them. This was my first time actually meeting them. And they were really cool. We were hanging out in their backyard, and we heard like these pots and pans kind of rattle, and we're like, "Oh, is someone in the house?" And my aunt was like, "Oh no, that's our grandma." I'm like,
oh no.
I'm like, what?
What?
I'm like, really? I'm like, oh, okay. And they're like, yeah, like, she passed away and she's kind of still here.
Oh.
We're like, what? Where?
How do they know it's grandma?
Well, that's the thing, right? I believe there's a spiritual battle going on.
Oh yeah.
And so anything and everything is possible.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's just what I believe.
Yeah.
There's a heaven and a hell. There's no in between.
Right.
I believe in the same thing.
I'm
Yeah.
a Christian.
So-
I believe.
Wait. Okay, so when you say it's battle, can you elaborate?
Yeah. So battle between good and evil, pretty much.
Okay.
Angels
yeah,
and demons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
yes.
so I'm like, okay, I don't know what that is, but whatever. So I actually I'm spend the night in their. Well, my parents. I came up with my parents to Sacramento, and we took our RV up there, and they were staying at a RV camp down the road, and they asked me, they're like, "Oh, do you want to just spend the night in the house?" I'm like, "Yeah, I will." And I didn't think about like what happened earlier, and so they say, "Oh, you can use like you can use this room." It's like, in fact, it was one of my cousin's rooms, but like she was gonna sleep with like her sister in another room, whatever. So I'm in this room, and then I wake up at 3:00 in the morning, and this door is like opening and like closing.
Oh.
Like,
well, you saw it?
huh?
You saw it?
I heard it, and I'm like, what is that?
Fuck that.
And then looked, and I turned around, and I just like see the door open and close.
Fuck that.
And I was half asleep, so I think I said something along the lines of like, "Grandma, stop," or something like that, and the door just stopped, and I went to bed, and I woke up, and I was just like, "Wait, did that just like happen?" That's probably something like the closest thing I could think of supernatural. But I heard a story because we're close to Biola University, which is like not down, pretty close by. And there was a story that happened. I think it happened in the 90s, where there was this report of this student who was, when he would speak, it would sound like more than one voice was coming out of his mouth.
That's not good.
And there was a call, I guess, on the radio, a security call, and said, students are reporting that this other student, this male, is, when he's talking, he's sounding like he has multiple voices coming out of his mouth, and he's lifting cars.
Oh.
And so the security guard called the head of security and said, "What do we do? Do we send cops? What do we do?" And the head of security said, "No, call the Bible department and get the Bible professors down."
Good for them.
And so they went down
It
and
helps
they
that it's
did
a-
Good
what,
for them.
right? It's like people think,
Religious.
like you see the movie The Exorcist, and like, no, that stuff's real.
Yeah.
Like you got it,
Yeah.
And so it's crazy. I had a buddy.
Wait, what happened?
I don't know what happened. I think probably what happened is the Bible professors they probably prayed about it and then kind of went down and like sobbed it and just went down and probably just casted that demon out.
Yeah.
That's probably what happened. And
Yeah.
then they probably just counseled the student and talked about what's going on and how did this happen and what allowed him to like experience this, and
He's like, bro, I didn't even apply here. I don't know how I'm here.
he's like, I'm just a gardener here, dude.
He's like, I was in elementary school and now I'm here.
Yeah, but I think he was a student, so
That's
they have to-
crazy.
Wow.
But I had another buddy. I have a buddy. He's actually being my wedding. His name's Isaac, and he used to work at Savers, which is not too far from here. Work at Savers, which is not too far from Biola, and he was telling me that that sometimes he would be part of the I guess the closing crew or whatever they called it, like the shift end of the shift crew, where they would close everything down and shut the door and whatever and walk out. And he said one time he turned the lights off and he saw this toy just like fly through the air, and they were just like, what the heck? And they said they looked at the toy and it was just like this like doll thing.
Of course.
And so they're like, we're gonna deal with this later. So they like walked away, and he said like there would be times where they would shut down Savers and they would hear the clothes start to like, because they were on metal.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
Because I guess at Savers they're on metal hangers,
Yes.
and they're on those like, of course, those like hanging.
Racks,
Those racks that are movable.
Yes.
And the clothes would start to move and you would hear the metal scratching on the hangers. But he would say like once in a while, like you just see like just a toy just fly through the air. He's like, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. He told me that and I had chills down my spine. It just thinking of just like you're just like, if this pellet just like flew,
Well,
you're
dude,
just like,
there was one time I was sleeping and I have a movie poster above me. I had another poster. Don't remember what it was. And I was sleeping. And, around the time that this happened, I was getting sleep paralysis all the time. Me and my dad kept seeing this woman walk by in the hallway, and we thought it was my mom every time.
Yeah.
And, turned out, well, obviously wasn't.
Yeah.
And so a lot of weird stuff was happening at this time. And it was probably around COVID, I think. And so I'm sleeping. And then all of a sudden, like, nothing has ever happened. Earthquakes have happened, nothing's fall down, So all of a sudden, like, I'm sleeping and I'm like half asleep. So I'm like half awake, half asleep. And so I'm aware of what's going on. And I start hearing like this, like a knock, like right above my head. I knock. And then boom. And as soon as the boom came, the fucking one on the right came flying down right next to my head.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I woke up and it was like, of course, 3 in the morning.
Yeah. It always
I'm
happens at 3 a.m.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck? And then,
Man.
but so I never put that one back up. But
Yeah.
but yeah, dude, it's just fucking weird shit, man.
Wow. What was a poster of? Wait, what was it?
I don't know. It was like, because my dad has I think it was this one. I think it was, because my dad has the Rat Pack poster.
Rat Pack. Okay.
And of them playing pool.
Okay.
And I think I had like a superhero version of it. Or something
Okay,
like that.
super.
And then, so because I thought it was cool, but.
Well, today's your lucky day. We have the poster coming.
Hey,
You've been to my house?
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, just a bunch of weird shit like that.
Wow.
Man.
Yeah.
that's when it starts getting scary. When it's starts getting physical.
Well, there was this.
Oh yeah.
Like my
And not psychological.
my
Yeah.
family's friend. They I guess like her like this the daughter of the family's friend was like had been abused by their dad, and so
Wow.
so the dad wasn't really into life because of that that situation, and so one day the girl was walking through her house and walked past her room and just happened to see someone sitting on her bed and like she like ignored it. And then came back and it was still there. It was a woman, it was a little girl, not a girl, but a teenager. And so she's sitting there and she like obviously would freak her out. So she didn't come back. And then like every time she would go home or whatever, like she would be sitting there at the edge of her bed
Yeah.
and never leave. Just always there. So she fucking didn't sleep in her room. And so she went to Vegas one weekend with her friends, and they're walking downtown or whatever the fuck, the strip or whatever. And I don't know if she went to like a psychic or this lady pulled her off to the side, some random old lady or some shit like that. I can't remember which it was. And she was like, "Hey, like, is there a girl that sits at the edge of your bed?" And she's like, "What?" And she's like, she's not there to hurt you.
Whoa.
She's like, she's after your dad.
What? And this was where? You said in
In Vegas is where this little lady pulled her aside or something.
Oh,
She's after your
She's
dad.
after your dad. Your dad did something to her and killed her, basically. Like raped her and killed her.
No.
And she's out for revenge. So when she gets her revenge, you know, but she's not there to hurt you. She's there to make peace or something. I don't know. And so she got back and she was gone. And I think her dad might have died or something like that. But yeah, crazy shit.
That's crazy.
That took a turn.
Yeah.
I know. Jeez.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of Vegas, I told my fiance that they have a Taco Bell on the Strip, and they have Taco Bell weddings.
Yes.
They do?
What?
Yes, they do.
They do. I went, and I remember going years ago. One of my friends graduated from nursing school in Vegas, and so we went down and we were walking around, and they had Taco Bell there, and of course they have it's like the Cantina Taco Bell where
Yes.
all
Nice.
the Baja Blasts
Are
have
spiked.
they have like hard alcohol and like they're crazy, and they have certain food and all that. And I remember going in, and there's like this like balcony on top that kind of oversees. It's like a half balcony where on the balcony if you look down, you could see the people in line for Taco Bell buying
Okay,
food, whatever.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
but it's still part of Taco Bell,
Right.
So, we're looking and we hear people like clapping. We're like, what's going on? And we look at this above the menu, and there's like a live stream going on of like this wedding. And we're like, what's that? We're like, is that up there? And the worker's like, yeah, like we have weddings here. And so I went online and I was looking, and it said that they have Taco Bell weddings for $500. And but the latest you could reserve is 4 hours before.
What?
I'm like, whoa, $500 comes with like a cinnamon
party
bun
pack.
Yeah, party pack, like a cinnamon bun, like cake.
What?
You know, like the bouquet is it's made out of like the hot sauce packs, and I'm like,
cool.
and I'm like, honey, like we can do this. She's like,
$500, dude.
She's
I
like,
would love a Vegas wedding myself.
Would you?
Taco Bell.
I always said I would go to a
I
little
just-
white chapel in Vegas. And what do you say?
I just wanted to just quick and dirty. Just
likes
just
Elvis.
do it. Just quick and dirty.
Yeah.
Let's just do it.
Yeah, just like that
Do
knife
it.
lady.
Get it over with.
Yeah, just like that
love
lady with the
Vegas.
knife.
I would love a Vegas.
You want Elvis to marry you? You know, how about Elvis to marry well, not to marry Elvis, but Elvis to officiate.
Like a rumor.
Officiate.
Rumor.
Am I saying that right? Officiate your wedding,
Right.
But at Taco Bell, the Taco Bell chapel.
That would be
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
dope.
You know, they also had it at the White Castle, too.
The bouquet with the sauce packs.
Oh, dude, that's sick.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a great
There's
idea.
nothing wrong with a Vegas
It's only
wedding.
$500, too.
No.
It's only
Wait, what
$500.
does that have to do with ghost stories?
Oh, because he talked about
Vegas.
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 Oh,
Yeah,
Vegas.
They also did
Vegas.
that. They also did
Got
weddings
it.
at White Castle when they had it.
Oh.
At the White Castle out there.
really?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to the Orlando, the Universal Vegas thing there?
No.
No, haven't
epic.
gone yet.
Me neither. I've heard mixed reviews.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've heard as our friends would say, cheese me.
Cheese me?
Cheese me.
Ooh.
Cheese mosa?
He calls me a
Chismosa?
chismosa.
He does?
Yeah, well, I'm so white. I'm
No.
yeah.
No, but that's a
I'm
very
learning.
no, that's a very no cheese. So well, that's big into like I have a couple cousins who are cosmetologists, and so I feel like that does come with like in the cosmetology world, maybe makeup world. There's some
Cheese me?
cheese mess, some drama,
Oh, for sure. There's
some
cheese me.
gossip.
Well, especially when they're like full time and they're working with each other.
Oh.
And there's no 2 months.
Is
and they're
there?
done.
Yeah, like gossip and like cosmetology and all that stuff. You know.
There's gossip wherever girls are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's special. Okay, so Lindsay was in cleaning up the makeup room, and the fan was on without the cord plugged in or something like that.
Oh, we're going back to ghost stories.
Yeah, this is a ghost story portion of the show.
Okay,
Oh,
so
Whoa.
so I
You
have
get married at the
helped-
makeup room.
That's true.
That'd be scary.
$29.99.
That would be
You get
haunting.
your face painted.
There
Chicken dinner.
is still
Denise will officiate.
boysenberry drippings
Or we can bring
coming
back,
down
Tim.
from
Bring Tim.
There's
Bring
like a
Tim back.
pole,
Piss and vinegar.
like in the
Ew.
makeup room, and there's boysenberry
Less
that's
blood.
stuck to it from years ago when that's where like they
Oh
had
yeah, when they would have
boysenberry.
they would have the come down the pipe and all that.
So, before the season starts, a few artists are asked to help clean up the makeup room. Literally,
Mm-hmm.
like we take down the vinyls where all this, the airbrush paint has
Yeah.
splattered on, and we clean it, we vacuum it. It's quite the job.
Quite the job.
Yeah.
It is. We put the tables together, we get them
Jeez.
rearranged, we put the
Yeah.
supplies out. Anyway, so was it 2 seasons ago?
Yeah,
Not
2
last
seasons.
season ago, but the season before. I was helping set it up, and the fan kept going off. It was like on and off, on and off, on and off. And I'm like, what the? Like, and it was hot because we're setting up in,
Yeah.
at the end of August, beginning of September, and it's, it's so freaking hot. And I'm like, why does it keep going off? And so I'm like, it's plugged in. Like what is going on? And so I looked
Yeah.
at Denise, and I'm like, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not dealing with any spirits in here. So I started and because she said there's a lot of activity.
Oh.
That's the AC.
There's the fan.
There it is. Well, surprise for you.
it on,
We brought the fan.
Leave it on, please.
And I am like
turned
very,
it off.
very.
Be on there later on.
Sorry. It's going to feel like the makeup room.
No,
Moist.
and I am very.
yeah.
What do you say?
Spiritual.
Well, I'm a
Spicy?
Christian, especially since my brain surgeries, and I'm very open about talking about it.
Yeah, yeah.
And so we've made. I don't like to say jokes, but sometimes what do we say? Like people will hiss
Like-
at me,
Yeah.
and like they hiss
When
at
you
me
walk
when they
by,
see
they're
me
like-
coming. They're like, yeah. Like,
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Backs go.
So,
Yeah.
so you're thinking it could have been something neurological like that you're imagining this happening?
No, I'm just saying like as a joke, like some
Okay.
of the people at
People
haunt
don't
are
like her because she's a
Oh.
believer.
I'm
Yeah,
a believer
yeah.
of Jesus. Like it's like they'll
Oh,
hiss at me.
get over it. Like, person.
know.
Sorry. I mean,
But
like,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, but a lot of those
yeah.
people are very like.
Yeah, like
know.
they don't like to
Hail
talk
Satan.
about
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah.
and all. Anyway, so
don't be friends with me. It's like, whatever,
Right.
dude. Sorry,
so
go ahead.
I started saying the Lord's Prayer. I said, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
I'm like,
There you go.
I'm not. I'm not doing this.
were
I'm
taught
not,
to do.
engaging or inviting that into
Yeah.
this. Like, let's clean up this makeup room the right way. So I started saying the Lord's Prayer, and some of the makeup artists were like, okay. I'm like, sorry. And I just did it.
There you
and all of
go.
a sudden the fan just started going.
Yeah,
I'm
see,
like,
it
thank you.
stops. It
Yeah.
stops right away.
Oh, yeah.
Stops
yeah.
right away. It happens. It helps with
You
the.
have to do it with conviction, though.
You do, yeah.
You have to pray with conviction.
It helps with the sleep paralysis.
Yeah, and you have to really, you have to really have to engage in what you believe, really,
Right.
and back it up. Wow, they were pretty. I mean, you know what's crazy? Side note, ghost stories, but I guess this is a question for you ladies is like, I mean,
Me.
elementary school girl drama. That's like I didn't even know that was a thing at that young. But I guess that is a thing.
So you're
Like-
dealing with it as a teacher, hearing
Yes.
about it. Yeah.
Oh.
Second, third, fourth, fifth grade girls. Like,
It starts in kindergarten.
It's because guys are physical. They'll take you down physically, right? They'll hurt you physically. But girls, they'll take you down with their words.
yo, they are mean. I'm
Their
like,
words,
I'm like,
yeah.
dude.
Gossip.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they will.
But
Well,
at
and
that
with the
age.
technology now too.
Oh, yeah.
So like I left high school my junior year, and what's sad is I don't know if you heard my podcast, I was heavily involved in tennis and was being looked at for a scholarship at Long Beach State, and
Go Beach.
I left it all. I said I'm done because of the girls, and
Yeah.
we only had MySpace back
Yeah.
then. That was it.
MySpace.
So
MySpace and
It's
maybe
rough.
Facebook, and I was very new on it, like
Yeah,
instant
yeah.
messenger, had to dial up, all of that.
We all learn to become coders.
In tennis?
Yeah.
You'd think they'd be cool in tennis.
No, because I was a freshman that walked on varsity.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
They're
you were
like,
screwed
who are
from the
you?
beginning.
Yeah, I started
Oh.
very young, so they didn't like that. But nowadays, see, and I have a boy,
Yeah.
which and he is different than having a girl, but having a girl like now, I can only imagine with all the
Oh,
social
yeah.
media.
Yeah. Yeah, boys are easy. Hot Wheels and mac and cheese, man.
Yeah,
Dino
Wheels.
Nuggies.
Dino Nuggies, Hot Wheels, mac and cheese,
Hot Pockets.
monster trucks, and we're good.
Yeah,
And just
yeah.
roll us in dirt like churros,
Yeah.
and we're fine. But I mean, yeah, the girl drama is pretty. And I teach at Norwalk Unified, so it's pretty dominant.
Oh,
Yeah, for sure.
But
Yeah.
girl drama still happens even in
Yeah.
30s.
Yeah, no matter where you go.
Happens
stop,
in
won't stop.
Happens in senior living centers, man. Shoot, you can't join our breakfast club because
You can't play dominoes with me.
no, this
This is my domino.
she's not. Yeah, Nancy's not allowed to play bingo with us. No. It's like, what is this coming from? Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. So I thought you were going to go along the lines of like your ghost story turned into like drama, like
That is scary.
or you were having like the
Drama
ghost
is scary.
the ghost was having drama with another ghost
Oh my
in the
gosh.
makeup room. That I mean,
Yeah, it was trying to
that's
turn
way
one
too
fan
pro-
on, the other one was turning the other one fan
That's
on.
I'm sorry, that's very like.
I
that's-
wonder if ghosts fight each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's
if it's
very
like their turf.
stereotypical. I apologize, but that would happen.
You know what I heard? You know what I heard on Jelly Roll's wife Bunny.
Okay.
She said something on her podcast, and it stuck with me. She said, "You can't fight a demon or someone who has some demonic entity or someone who's battling a demon, like in an argument, because demons don't get tired."
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
and that's going to cause your anxiety to keep going, so you can fight them and fight them and fight them, or try to make your argument, or try to calm the chaos, calm the drama. But
Yeah.
if someone has this internal demon that they're fighting, that demon will never get tired.
Yeah.
Because demons don't get tired of
Yeah.
fighting.
Yeah, and it's never wise to argue with the fool.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. I
know?
learned that in Hunt for sure.
Yeah,
Still
Yeah.
am learning that.
yeah.
Are you?
Let's fight right now,
I'll turn your fan on.
right? Fan drama. There you go. Fan.
Yeah. No, I was.
Oh my gosh.
You guys got me thinking. I was. Speaking of demons, I was living in Placentia, and the house was pretty packed with people, family members. We were all kind of living in a 3-bedroom house, typical Mexican family.
Yeah,
But my aunt,
Hispanic.
my aunt, one of my aunts, who I love dearly, came to stay with us, but she slowly kind of got kicked out of the house because drama, right? She's just has an opinion. She's very opinionated. She's like the black sheep, but I love her.
Yeah.
But she was going through a very dark, tough time in her life at the time. So one time, I went into her, in her car with her. We were just parked in front of the house, and she was just started like crying, like yelling in the car.
What?
Like she's like, I fucking hate my life, and she was just like,
Whoa.
like she was having a meltdown, full on meltdown.
Like a novella.
Yeah, just like a novella. And she was like, I was like trying to calm her down, and talk.
Yeah.
And then she kind of had some of her, her belongings in the car. She had like a box and this and that. I don't know why, but there was this giant crucifix, wooden crucifix, like this long, right? And it was kind of on the floor, and it just kind of like slid down or something. And I just like grabbed it to pick it up and just like put it somewhere else. And she's like, she looks in and she goes, she's like, let me see that. Dude, my eyes.
Dude.
My eyes did this.
What? How old were you?
Dude, I was like 30 something.
Oh, so this is like 10, like
Couple of years.
Yeah.
maybe.
5 years ago?
Yeah,
6 years ago?
Yeah.
What the heck?
Dude.
So you're an adult.
I'm a full grown adult. Full man.
So you're understanding, okay, this is
Dude, I know all about that stuff. And I'm like, but when it's right next to you, it's a whole nother level, dude. She was like, let me see that. Like, she was like cursing. And I was just like, I go, Thea, you're scaring me. I go, please stop.
Yeah.
And then she was like kind of calming down after that.
she would put on her forehead.
Dude, seeing that up close, seeing that, dude, it is terrifying,
Click on in
dude.
and spit on her like your version of holy water.
Terrifying, dude.
Stab it right in her leg.
No, it's right in the
That
chest.
is insane.
Yeah.
How did you not sleep that night?
Well, I mean, I understand, like you, like I understand this is a spiritual warfare. So
Yeah.
this is like a part of our story, right? This is,
Yeah.
and there's forces that are, battling each other in the heavenly places. So it's like, I understand what it was,
Yeah.
I know the assignment, but I was just like, how am I going to get this thing out of her? Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, dude.
I don't know the whole fucking script.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And I kept thinking about, there's this like one verse in the Bible that talks about Jesus. I guess the apostles, he sent the apostles out. He gave them authority over things.
Yeah, you did.
One of them came back, or some of them came back and were like, they're telling Jesus, like, Lord, we tried to cast out this demon. We couldn't cast him out. And then Jesus was like, well, with this type of demon, basically, I'm paraphrasing, you have to cast them out with prayer and fasting and prayer.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dude, I'm not even ready. I'm not even close to any of that. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what level of thing you're
That
dealing
is,
with.
yeah.
And but no, dude, that I was more afraid that I wasn't prepared. You know what I mean? Like I was just like, I gotta fight this thing, and I'm like, I'm not really right with the Lord right now. I'm like, I need to get Lord.
I'm not a minister.
Yeah,
I didn't go to seminary.
Yeah, but
Dang.
dude, being in that situation is scary.
Well, you were almost, that reminded me that you were almost in that situation again with your buddy
Who?
that you wanted on the podcast.
Who?
Remember back last year? You
Oh,
had that
yeah,
friend
yeah.
like
Oh,
luckily
dude.
canceled.
Yeah, we had
What?
Because
a whole family friend. Yeah,
Yeah.
some crazy stuff happened.
Have you heard from him, by the way, since then?
I haven't heard from him. We kind of had a falling out after that. Mainly him, not me. He's like much younger than me, and I was always like big brother to him.
Yeah.
But I went to church with him back in the days, and I know his whole family, and so when I was talking to his older brother about it, he was kind of siding with me. He's like, D, like, he's kind of scaring me too, like, But long story short, because I don't want to go over time, but long story short, we invited him on the podcast. He said he was down for it. And we started texting one day back and forth, and I was like, yeah, dude, we have this segment on the podcast where we tell ghost stories. We share ghost stories, whatever. And then he's like, oh, I'll tell you some real ghost stories. And then he starts talking about his apartment. He starts talking about how it's very active and there's a lot of things going on. And I was like, well, dude, like, that's crazy. Like, you want to come over and see it? And I was like, no. He's like, why? Why not? Why not? And he just started like kind of turning on me.
Yeah.
And then he just kind of like started going off on me.
But didn't that happen after he didn't show?
Yeah, he didn't.
He didn't show. He didn't tell you about it.
Yeah, he didn't show. He was supposed to show a day. We were ready. We were set up. We were ready to go. And then I was like, hey, dude, are you coming? And nothing.
Yeah.
And then we were just like, I was like, he was a no show.
Yeah, no show.
No show for recording. So when I finally got in contact with him, like he started going off on me. But I was like, dude, he's going through something spiritual. I need to pray for him.
It was bad.
Yeah.
I need to pray for him.
that's
So I started praying for him, right? So I'm staying at Lindsay's house. I start praying for him, right? I'm in the bathroom, right? Okay. I'm ready to take a shower.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else.
What?
No.
I think you probably finished that.
That's for another time.
I was like, oh, ready to take a shower.
That was before the shower.
Dude,
Jeez.
I'm praying for him, and I'm kind of like in my head. I'm just praying for my head.
Yeah.
And then after I finish praying, I just kind of like I don't know why I started remembering this old hymn song, and I was kind of like humming it in my head. And so I go to the sink and I start washing my hands, and all of a sudden the light goes off. The light in the bathroom goes off. And I go, whoa!
Switch was down too.
Yeah, the switch was down. So I opened the door and I was like, what? And then like they come out like, what happened? What happened? And I didn't want to scare them, so I didn't want to tell them what had happened. So I just kind of like, no. I slowly started breaking it to them, and I told them what happened, and they got really freaked out.
Yeah.
So that night we were like, we got to pray. We got to pray. I don't know what that was. Whatever it was, it tried to intimidate me. It's not going to intimidate me. So I was kind of stubborn, and I was just kind of like, whatever. I'm going to keep praying for my friend, and we're going to get through this together. And, Brad couldn't sleep. I was like very, at one point in the night, we wake up, and because the TV was like, I think it was your mom's TV or something, or like a loud sound, right? It was like,
and
fuck that.
Honestly, my
hate that
bathroom
sound.
light, every time I go in there, it flickers still, and I haven't even told you this.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, there's
New light bulb.
well, I think it's I personally think that's an electrical problem.
I hope
Yeah.
it's an electrical
But
problem.
But with yours, the switch was down.
Yeah, that was
crazy.
that had never happened.
Yeah.
All my time there in the house, the light just doesn't go off. And I thought maybe the bulb burned out or something
But
burned
the switch
out.
was down.
But I turned it back
Yeah.
on and it was fine.
Yeah.
Everything was fine. Then I turned it off and I was playing with it and I was like, what's going on? Like, this is
Crazy.
So yeah, that happened, dude. And when you're in those situations, you're like, dude, this is like, what do I do? Like, I need to get my stuff right.
And thank God he didn't come over.
I mean, I don't know, dude. But he was talking kind of creepy
weird.
about stuff in his room and being held down.
He was saying
and
he was
stuff like
possessed and shit. Yeah.
that. Well,
Yeah, you don't want to bring that in. That's
he
that's
would've-
what was scaring Brad and I. We were like, what if? Because you don't know. It's like when people go out and they want to visit cemeteries and stuff.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they bring something home. Or
Yeah, you kind of
hear
open the
these
door for those
stories
things, yeah.
Of, you buy something at a garage sale and something attaches itself to a desk, and then you
Yeah.
bring it home. I mean,
Yeah.
we absolutely want to pray for your friend, but it's very that's scary.
Yeah.
That stuff is
demonic
scary.
stuff is very scary. I sleep with my Bible open next to me every night. For me, it's a comfort thing, but also I need the word of Jesus next to me while I sleep.
Yeah.
I need that.
That makes sense. Yeah. I mean, what other book do you want next to you? Bible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. I was thinking it reminds you of I remember Tracy from Ghost Town. She used to work in the mine ride during Knott's, and they were saying that, like, I guess I heard another employee say that they would have a lot of complaints of things happening in the mine ride.
Yeah.
And so employees would just keep on complaining of like, hey, there's something going on in the mine ride.
Yeah.
I don't feel safe working. Yeah. Can you imagine like
Not feeling safe.
yeah, not feeling safe in the work, like spiritually, just like, I don't know if I need to work here. By the way, I will say, I remember going as a guest my first time going at Knott's was 2010, 2011. And I thought the mine ride was the scariest because you couldn't escape.
Yeah.
And the monsters were just there. And
Yeah.
so I was so bummed when they kind of pulled the plug.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I can't imagine
Working in there.
working in there.
Yeah.
I'd be down to work in there maybe for an hour,
Yeah.
just say, hey, I did it. But, I don't know. By the way, I did do makeup one night. I was a pig twin for one night.
Oh, you were?
nice.
How
I was.
that?
It was really fun. They had me. I was gonna do it for the rest of the run, but my clock-in time and my makeup time were different because one of the
Oh,
pigs
yeah.
dropped. So my clock-in time, I'd clock in, come in at 4, and then they would say you from 4 to 7. You could just chill out, and then 7 o'clock's your makeup time. So it didn't make sense. So I did it for one night, but it was really fun. I had long hair, I let my hair down, and I would like grab like my pig like boobies and like ask people if like they wanted like pig milk.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I love that character. I really do.
Oh yeah, but now I think they're all masks,
They
right?
are.
Yeah. So I think they wanted to be something, I don't know. But that's my connection to makeup. I only did it once. You know,
I'm glad you got to experience
it, and that was cool. But hats off to the makeup people and hats off to us. You know,
We should do another makeup episode. I think.
that's what I'm saying. Next, what did you say? March Makeup Madness.
That'd be
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
March just 4 episodes of just makeup, different people from makeup. You know.
I like.
We want to hear the cheese man. No, but we want to hear the stories too, and the techniques.
Yes.
And I think the techniques.
Yeah.
And hearing you ladies talk about, like, putting your own touch, your own background of what you've experienced into this person's face.
Yeah.
You know, that's cool.
Yes.
Thank you.
You know,
And this concludes
Monster March Madness.
This
Whatever.
concludes
Makeup.
Ghost Stories with the Dope Boys.
And Vegas weddings.
And talk about weddings.
Weddings,
Taco
weddings,
Bell.
weddings.
Weddings with Elvis Presley.
And yeah.
Yeah.
And?
Oh, okay. I do want to ask though. When was the first time you ever went to Scary Farm as a guest, or like your first experience?
That was I was a late bloomer. 2010
How old
was
were
my
you?
first time. I was 18.
Okay.
So a little bit later, I went with my buddy, and I thought it was awesome. I was like, "This is really cool." At that time, I went to Universal Horror Nights as well, like a little bit before that, or a couple weeks before that. And I thought at the time that the mazes at Universal Horror Nights were better. I just thought like the props and everything were great.
Yeah.
But I thought the talent at Knott's was insane. I thought they were crazy.
Right.
They were insane, crazy, and they were just energetic, and they were like no mercy. And it was during Necropolis. That was pretty cool. But that was my first time. And my brother and I, we both went, and I knew, I was like, man, I'd love to. We both wanted to do this.
Do you remember what your first maze was?
My first maze, I think, was Cornstalkers.
What a fucking maze that was.
Such a
What a
fun
maze that was.
Cornstalkers. It was like one of the first, I don't know if it was, they say it was like one of the first outdoor ones or something like that, or one of the
really?
first outdoor ones in a long time, where it was all outdoor. Like there was
perfect.
there was no covering. It was so freaking cool.
That was the best.
And
maze,
of course,
one of the best.
and then Uncle Bobo's like clown maze. That
Oh
was
yeah,
really
and they
cool,
had
too.
that when you walked through and the thing was fucking turning.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
felt
it was like
you're
turning this
fucking
way.
drunk.
Yeah. But my brother and I, we both wanted to do it, and then he went to the military, became a Navy diver, went to Buds, and became a diver out of that, which is insane. He doesn't do it now. He's finished, but he's actually going to Bella for business for his master's. But so we both wanted to do it, but. So I did it, and I just said, "Hey man, I made it." And he's like, "That's so cool! Like, just give it your all." And actually, I was gonna quit that first weekend because I didn't feel scary. I was so stressed out. Like I was just on this anxiety high of just like energy, and I'm just like, man, I can't sleep. Like my sleep schedule's thrown off. Like I don't feel scary. Like I don't know what I'm doing here. And he just said, "Hey man, just push through. Give it one more week and see what you do." And your body will get used to it. And I'm like, okay. And so I gave it one more week, and I loved it. And I almost quit. If it wasn't for my brother Steven for just pushing me through, I would have quit. And whenever I would scare, the first 2 or 3 days, it would take me a while for my body to like wind down and get back to sleep. And some people are like that. I was one of those people where I would just get so wounded up from the energy that it would just take me a while just to wind down and then your body will just crash.
Yeah.
Right.
But my that first maze was Cornstalker was pretty cool. But that year was really cool. That
was a good year.
Yeah, Cornstalkers, Pinocchio.
Yeah.
They had the bar. Oh gosh, what was it called? It was like the barbecue. Like, it was like a precursor to like Red Barn, but it was
yes.
It was like Willie's Barbecue or something like that.
Somebody's screaming it out right now.
Yeah, someone's like, it wasn't that, it was called that. But these
It was Korean barbecue.
Korean barbecue. Virus Z, that was cool.
That was my fucking. I love the movie theater scene.
Yeah, that was so cool.
My favorite.
Virus Z, which I think if they did that to Cinema Slasher and turned So You're Walking you're leaving the screen and the lights hitting you, just like that. That'd be really cool. Slaughterhouse. Thank you, fact checker.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Thank you.
Slaughterhouse.
Yes.
I didn't like that maze.
Slaughterhouse. I thought that was really cool. What was it? London Terror? Terror of London.
Yes, the werewolf.
Yeah. No. It was Jack the Reaper.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry.
And Labyrinth was there. So it was like it was it was really cool. I really liked that first year was really, really cool.
Wasn't there one in the Forsaken area?
The only thing I think is Los Muertos was there.
Oh, yeah. Fiesta Village.
I missed
Yeah,
when they had
Fiesta.
something there.
No, there was the Los Muertos was actually in the bumper cars.
Oh, that's right.
was in
Yes.
there.
Yes.
I remember that Vegas
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
That Vegas one inside the bumper
Oh,
cars.
with the ladies.
That must have
Yeah.
been like
With the lady strippers.
90s, right?
Yeah, that was before
Yeah.
my time.
I remember that.
That was Lucio. That was his favorite maze
Really?
There was
because of the
one, like-
ladies. Like you dirty little dog.
There was one like End of Times one or something like that where they were all dressed in like the fucking with the
Oh,
gas
cool.
masks on.
Like the dinosaur one, like based off like the dinosaur ride.
No. It was like I forgot what the fuck it was.
There was what else was there that was really
It was
cool?
near Silver Bullet.
Fallout. That was cool. Fallout was
Where was that at?
That was in the back.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah,
yes, yes,
back. Virus Z was actually. I think Virus C was it under?
That was that was in
No, not Accelerator.
That was by Dia de los Muertos, or like
it was by there. Okay.
Yeah, like in the what's that area called? Fiesta. In
Fiesta Village.
I was in Fiesta.
Yeah, I was in Fiesta.
Okay.
Because it was quarantine first, and then it was Virus Z after that.
Yeah, that's right. I was quarantined then Virus C. But those are some really fun mazes. I think Traps came after that.
Yeah, 2012.
Yeah, 2012. But 2010, 2011, I went, and then the other years, I think I went off and on. But it took me, and then I auditioned 2019. So like 9 years later, I auditioned.
Wow.
And what I did is, I guess I did Haunt backwards, where I went to school first, got my career, and then
and then joined.
joined
Yeah.
where it's just the other way. Some people are
Smarter.
the other way around, you know.
It's a smart way to do it.
And one of my favorite monsters in Ghost Town, his name was Chase. He was the Ghost Town mummy.
When did he leave?
He left 2019, my first year.
Okay.
He's still in a lot of promos, like the Ghost Town mummy. He was such a cool. He's part of Decay Brigade as well, but he told me one time, he's like, people need to realize that that haunt will always stay there. So people need to prioritize their lives outside of haunt because haunt will always stay there.
Yeah.
You know. And so I remember my grandma used to say, you know, do what you have to do so you can do what you want to do. Yeah. So I went to school, and then I remember Pasta was saying, no, actually, like, we need more people that do that. Like, they call them, like, and for teachers, we call them, we call them like career changers, but like when someone becomes a teacher later on in life, but they bring all this like outside knowledge in. And so in haunt, they really love that, where people who've been professionals in their profession for 10 years, they're coming in maybe and they're joining haunt in their 30s, 40s. They bring in this like outside professional wisdom in, and they're really helping out the young people out because to these young people, like some of them, this is like their first job. Like they're learning how to clock in, they're learning how to park, they're learning how to call in sick.
It was my first job.
Yeah, they're learning, okay, this is how I take my break. This is, you know, if I'm sick, this is what I call. If there's an issue, this is what I go to, blah, blah, blah. You know.
W-2.
Yeah, W-2. Yeah, I need to do this for taxes, whatever. And so these people come with outside knowledge, like kind of just evening the playing field of like life experience really helps out. So that's kind of where I was at, you know. I guess that's kind of where you were at too.
Yeah.
You know.
All of us get there at some point, and it's good. Haunt becomes your teacher and your life teacher, and then you have these wonderful friends you make that become your teachers as well.
Yeah, I mean, one of my scare partners, he's gonna be part of my wedding. I mean, lifelong friend.
Isn't that crazy?
Congratulations.
Thank
by
you.
the way.
I know.
Yeah,
That's so
I keep
awesome.
mentioning that, but yeah, I'm just confirming like all these things that like that, you meet these cool people we meet at Haunt, and you never know, they're like lifelong friends. And of course you meet people that you're like, maybe that person shouldn't be a lifelong friend.
That's true.
They weren't a friend to begin with.
That happens. That really does happen.
Or you meet the love of your life.
Oh,
Taco Bell wedding.
Dude, I'm so bro. We should put a QR code at the end of this video. If you want a Taco Bell wedding,
Sponsor us, Taco
Sponsor.
Bell wedding, Vegas.
sponsored by Taco Bell. You know, but yeah, you just meet some great people, and it's one of the best jobs I've ever had. You know?
Well, folks, with that said, thank you so much, Michael, for coming on to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
You're an amazing
thank
guest,
you.
dude.
Yeah.
Dang, dude.
A long time in the making, too.
Dude, dude, I know. Since last year, we've been trying to get you on, and
like November.
Yeah, and we had to move, the move, and everything. It's just
Life.
so happy. So happy we got you here finally, brother.
Yeah.
You're welcome back anytime you want.
Yeah, next time I'll bring my mask and I'll
dude, we'll each bring our props.
Yeah, bring our prop.
You know what'd be cool? You should have
I'm
your
dressed
old running mate come in and do an episode with you.
That's, you know what? I was thinking about that. We got asked to do that on another podcast. He has a lot of fun stories too, and he has a fun background too, because he's an actor, or he's working to be an actor, so he has a different type of background.
Yeah.
You know, and he actually started in CS 2018.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That'd be next time I got to bring him on.
Should
Do it.
Awesome.
Has there been a tag team person on your podcast?
Technically,
the
you two.
Newsies.
there was me and my
Okay.
Newsy brothers, but
But not from another zone.
not like that.
Oh, okay.
Not from another zone.
We could be the first.
You guys could be the
first Ghost Town tag team.
Yes,
Dude, that'd be so
How's
sick.
that sound?
the first tag.
So down.
Tag.
OG.
Okay.
Trio.
And I'll bring.
No, double.
And I'll tell him David, bring a prop, and I'll bring my mask, and
He'll bring his hot box.
yeah, and then John will bring Taco Bell.
Yeah. And then we'll all get married together.
Oh,
Deal.
We'll have a Baja Blast time.
There we go. Round of applause. That's amazing.
All right, folks. Thank you so much for tuning to the Dope Boyz Podcast. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you guys.
Thanks,
you guys
friends.
are awesome.
It was nice to meet you.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Peace out.
Peace. Behave.
Or not.
Yeah.
Hello, you dope mother truckers. Thank you for listening to our episode. If you enjoyed what you heard and you would like to stay updated on all new episodes, give us a like, a follow, or subscribe, and follow us on Instagram at @DopeBoys_podcast. Turn on our notifications so you won't miss an episode, as a new one drops every other Wednesday. So, be ready, be dope, the Dope Boys.